right. What is good, everyone? What is good, everyone? OJ here. Welcome back to PE Live JOJO Friday. Today we got a great show for you guys, talking about what happened with Star Fox, because Nate the Hate has put out an official release or official response to people hounding him on Twitter on why there's no give me my Star Fox. Give me my Star Fox. So Nate's put out a release, so we're going to talk about that and what we can see for Star Fox, because I do believe it's actually real. I don't believe that Nate and VGC and Necro Felipe and all of these people with backgrounds or proven records would say that it's real if it wasn't. So I'm in the belief that it is, but we're going to talk about when we can see it, what's going to happen, what Nate said, all of that. So anyway, let's discuss it. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about it. Well, we're going to talk more in depth about it this time, Egomanic. I know we discussed it, you know, I know we discussed it before, but we're going to actually, like, title it, because, like, I didn't want to talk about it yesterday, just because let's let the day go through. I wanted to see if Nate said anything else, you know, anything on top of that, or if we got any other information, maybe from, like, VGC. So I wanted to wait a little bit before I actually put it as, like, a title and discussing it fully. So we're going to talk about that, actually, today, like, in depth. I'm also going to have a video on it, too, as well. Probably later. I might make another video tonight or tomorrow, one of those. Like, I didn't have a video today because I just didn't have a video today. But I'll have a video tonight for you guys, or tomorrow. All right, let's get into shoutouts, though, and then we'll get into the first comments and discussing. We're going to pull up what Nate said, exactly what he said, because I actually didn't say exactly what he said before. So we're going to get into that as well. All right, so just give me 1 second here. And let's get into the shoutouts. All right, let's start out with Mr. Dior. What's up, Dior? Welcome to the stream, brother. How you doing today? Early stream. Egomaniac is here. What's up, Egomaniac? Welcome. Boo Boo says maybe Star Fox was fake. I don't believe Star Fox was fake. I know some people might believe that, but I don't think it's fake, and I'm gonna tell you guys the reason why in just a bit. I don't think it's fake. What's up, Broads Gamer? Says JoJo Friday. Yeah, I usually do it later at night, but I'm gonna be a bit busy tonight, so I have to do it a bit earlier today. Let's see here. What's up, Lucette? Welcome. What's up, D&D? What's up, Collier? What is good? Welcome to the stream. Let's say this is why you can't take dirt sheets to 100% face value. People need to wait for official word before getting hyped up. I mean, I think that the only mistake that Nate made was saying that was in April. I think that's the big mistake that he made. He should have just said it's coming. That's what he should have just said. So the problem is that he set April as the expectation. I think he did the podcast in what, March? So I think he should have held back on that information. So I think he'll learn his lesson going forward, that he won't actually give Target, like, if there's something brand new, just like say, hey, look, it's coming. I think it's coming potentially this time period, but you know, Nintendo can change things up. You don't know, like, you know, so I think that's what he needs to do in the future, is not give an actual, like, oh, it's launching this, unless he knows 1000% sure, like, literally the announcement is like coming that week or something, you know. But doing it well ahead of time to me is a bad idea. So yeah. Did the Star Fox leak happen before Star Fox was revealed in the Mario movie? I think it happened like right before it was, or like right after. I forgot exactly when the post was on Twitter compared to when Nate's podcast went up, but Star Fox was already rumored to be in the Mario movie beforehand, because they showed part of Star Fox. They didn't show all of them, but they showed like his leg or like his lower half or something like that. So Star Fox was already rumored to be in it based off of the trailer that Nintendo showed, and then Nintendo just officially revealed it because people were getting early screenings, so it was gonna leak anyway. So let's see here. Or they pushed the announcement of Star Fox to promote last week's Splatoon Raiders. That's definitely a possibility as well, that they decided to kind of push Splatoon Raiders first. But I mean, I don't know. Like, it could have been, it could have not been, you know. Let's see. Other people asking Nintendo why they haven't shown it yet. Yeah. Star Fox says happening because of the movie. I mean, yeah, I think it's definitely happening. Like, I don't think it's not happening. I think it's definitely happening. Once again, unless VGC and Nate both got a bad source, which I don't think that's the case. I have a thing sometimes Nintendo pushes things when it gets leaked just to mess with leakers sometimes. I mean, people have put out that hypothesis that Nintendo does that, and that could be the case. But I don't know if it is, though. But it could be for sure. Could be. Goat with the $5 dono. First dono of the stream. Thank you for the $5. Mr. Goat. Long time Elite Ninja here in the village. Says, what up, OJ? Yeah, maybe the time window would be better. Madden 27 confirmed for Switch 2. Can you play some UN Squadron music? Yeah, I can. And yes, Madden 27 this is the first time ever that we've had Madden. I mean, well, we haven't had Madden back-to-back years since, I think, like, the Wii days. It might have been, like, the Wii was the last time. So, yeah, first time in a while. I think Madden did well enough for the Switch. I mean, they already have the engine up and running, and it's just going to be, you know, they pretty much take the same game and they just update the rosters anyway and then add a few new features and things. So, it makes sense, obviously, to just make it. I hope they can lock it at 60 frames per second, though, with Madden 27. If they lock it at 60, I'd be more inclined to maybe pick it up. Or if they get it closer to 60 on Switch 2, that'd be good. Go! Thank you for the $5 dono. You are the first dono of the stream. Anybody else 5 more? You can, my man, go! On this glorious Friday. Thank you so much, Goat. I appreciate that. Thank you for the big $5 dono. Let's go. Shout outs, man. Appreciate you like always. If you guys have questions and comments, though, and or topics that you guys want to discuss, feel free to drop that in the chat, too. I'm definitely be taking all those today as well. The nature of leakers is such that things can change at times. Nintendo dates can be in flux, given the game at hand. Anyway, Nate looks bad, but it is what it is. Yeah, exactly. It looks bad, but, I mean, if they reveal it this month, then it'll be like, okay, well, he was off by there, but, you know, he still talked about it. If it still has the multiplayer and the graphics are good, obviously, he talked about stuff about the game itself, so. He says, I have a feeling that Nintendo is going to waste our time. What does that mean? What does waste our time mean? Let's see here. Maybe it'll be the next thing announced soon that the Golden Week ends. Yeah, when Golden Week ends next week, right? Let's see it. When does what? I know Golden Week's going on. Was it this past week or this upcoming week? I forgot exactly when it is. I forgot exactly when. What's up, House Gang? Welcome to the stream, brother. Let's see here. The podcast was right before the poster leak. Okay, yeah, the podcast was. I thought it was pretty close to each other. May 6th it ends. Okay, so it's pretty much. It's from. Was it this week and then last week, or was it? It's starting up next week. Okay, say May 6th, so that's gonna be mid next week, right? That's like that's Wednesday. Okay, so it went on this week and then up until mid next week. You ready for Yoshi this month? Yeah, I'm looking forward to Yoshi this month, man. New big first party game. Looking forward to getting it physical. I think Amazon and Walmart, or Amazon is having it. I think Amazon and Walmart have it for $60 physical, so I might just pick it up from Amazon. Let's see. So I found out that turning off HDR for Rebirth makes the game look way better on handheld. Turning off HDR makes it look way better. Okay, that's fine too. What's up, V? Welcome. It started April 29th, ends next Wednesday. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see if Nintendo bumped up the shipments for Golden Week with the Switch 2. So I'm looking forward to seeing the Famitsu, because it's just been right around stable 40-50K for the past few weeks after the Pocopia high. I think that obviously Yoshi is coming out, and you got Golden Week, so people are spending money anyway. So it's gonna be interesting to see how much they did there. And they'll usually have like 2 weeks for us, because they might not have it this week, but then they'll have the numbers the following week. Or no, sorry, they might not have it next week because of Golden Week, but they'll have it the week after. So we'll get 2 weeks of data usually. Let's see here. Amazon keep matching digital prices with physical versions. It's really good. Yeah, this reminds me of in the Switch 1 life, we would see Amazon, not really Amazon, but Walmart do it. Maybe you might be able to get a price match on Amazon, but a lot of times it was Walmart doing like the $10 off thing for Switch 1 games. So I think that's pretty cool. Let's see here. I love you too, Velvet. Thanks for coming out to the stream, young lady. How are you doing today? As you said, the source may have been legit, but sometimes things change. Who knows? Nate does have a goodwill built up. If Star Fox is announced soon, I don't think people will keep trashing Nate. Yeah, I don't think that they will either. I think that if Star Fox is announced anytime within the next, I would say, month or so, but if it goes past like, the Nintendo Direct and it's not announced, then obviously people are going to be more upset with that, you know? But I think it will be announced within either May or at the next Nintendo Direct. Justin with the 3.
I'm still working hard, but how's it going?
Oh man, it's going good. It's going good. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, Justin. Thank you for the 3. Still working. Hey man, I feel you, brother. It's getting warmer out there too, right? Like when I was running today, it was hot. It was actually kind of hot. It was like upper, well, not hot, but it was definitely hot. It was in the 80s, like 85 or something like that. So it was kind of warm. It was kind of warm. Thank you for the 3, Justin. Appreciate that. 8 on the combo board. We are out here. Let's go. First extension for the 15 minutes. Drops in at 15 on the combos. Although I might have to stop the stream a bit earlier just because I have some stuff that I got to do. But I'll go as long as I can. So I appreciate you guys supporting the stream. Let's see if we can hit that platinum, baby. Appreciate that, guys. Thank you. I appreciate the support like always. The Amazon one is still more expensive because of shipping. Rather get it at Walmart. Oh, I have Amazon Prime, so I get the free shipping on Amazon Prime. So I don't ever pay for shipping. But yeah, if you're not part of Amazon Prime, then obviously shipping costs more money there. Oh, UN Squadron. Yes, my bad, Goat. Sorry about that, brother. UN Squadron. I forgot to play it. You don't ever ask for music. I'm sorry. Let me get the track for you right now. This is Castlevania. This is definitely not UN Squadron. Alright. Here we go. That's okay. Anytime you drop a dono, Goat, ask for music. I got you, fam. Don't be discouraged. If you guys drop a dono, ask for the music. I'll play it. If I don't play it right away, it's just because I forgot. Just let me know. Just slap me, tag me, slap me, and say, yo, OJ, play my music now. Well, I'm gonna give me my money. Give me my money back. Oh man. Had to see my unofficially adopted big brother. Hey, let's go. Let's go. Chrono Rig also with the $5 holla, matching up GOAT at the top of both boards, the Ninja board and the Hokage board. And says, I agree with you on the refurbished PS5 prices. How are the PS6 and handheld going to be priced lower than the Steam machine? Well, priced lower and the Steam machine also. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. You know, Sony just raised the price of the refurbished PS5s, which is weird that they did, considering refurbished PS5s aren't subjected to like tariffs or anything because they've already been purchased once, then they're brought back, then they're reselling them. So I mean, I don't know. I'm not sure how it all works. Maybe there's something in there that I don't know. But yeah, either way, I don't, you know, that's anywhere between $500 to what was it, $550 for those refurbished PS5s. So from Sony's official store, directly from Sony. So I don't know how they're gonna have a PS6 come out, then all of a sudden it's gonna be $500, because that's what people are saying. Oh, they're gonna have a PS6 for $500 brand new, and it's like they're selling refurbished PS5s all digital for $500. But you're gonna tell me that a PS6 is gonna come out and it's gonna be $500? That doesn't make any sense. That makes no sense. Shout outs to Chrono Rig. Let's get you tied up at the top of the board here. We've got a two-way tie between the GOAT and Chrono Rig. Anybody does 5 or more, you can beat out or tie up. Both of these awesome people. Longtime elite ninjas, both of them. So I appreciate it, man. You guys are, like I said, goated, bro. Goated. Goated. Thank you guys so much, man. We at the age of forgetting. Yeah, maybe, Lando. That might be what it is. Let me know what you guys are playing this weekend, too. I'd love to hear what you guys are playing. And Chrono Rig, if you want some music, let me know. I got you. Justin, if you want some music, let me know, too. I got you. Appreciate that, guys. I don't know how Sony's even released all the consoles with the RAM increases. Having a home console and a handheld seems too much. Yeah, that's what I said, Leaf Storm. It seems like they're stacking. I you know, this is something that I talk about all the time. I'm like with my wife, too, sometimes. I'm like, stop stacking everything. Stop stacking all the Stop stacking all the expenses together. Just slow down. Like they just seems like they're stacking. Like they're just stacking up. Oh, here's a VR. Here's a portal. Here's a handheld. Here's a home console. Here's a digital. Here's a PS5 Pro. Here's a this. It's like it just seems like they're just stacking. So now, here's a cheap PS6. Here's a more expensive PS6. Here's one with the disc drive. Here's a PS6 Pro without disc drive. You gotta pay $80 for the disc drive separately. Oh, here's a PS5 handheld. It just seems like stacker, man. They stacking. Let's see here. How many Sony is greedy videos will we be seeing? I haven't seen a single Sony is greedy video yet. I haven't seen a single one. You guys let me know if there were Sony greedy videos, but I did not see a single one. Sis had a bad breakup last week. Shorty tried to break my Switch 2 and I lost it. Man, that could have got violent, sis. Yeah, you need to just get out of that relationship. If they start breaking equipment and start breaking stuff or start trying to be physically abusive or physically hit you, it's time to leave. It's time to cut cold turkey and leave. So, yeah. I'm sorry about the breakup, man, but yeah, you gotta, if they start destroying property and start destroying things, nah, you gotta let it go. So that's the thing. I'm playing Star Wars mode in Fortnite. Congrats. Yeah, I told her to, yeah, you gotta just tell her to get out, bruh. You know? Does this mean that there's no Zelda Ocarina of Time remake because Star Fox was not announced April? No, that's not what that means. No. That doesn't mean just because Nate was off on the timing with Star Fox, that doesn't mean that everything he said was not correct. That's not how anything works, Obi. Hey, what's up, Cal Z1? Welcome. The Casual Noob says, hey, OJ, a very early stream today. I hope you are getting it done early so you can see special girl, i.e. your daughter, Joy. No, I saw her Monday and stuff, so no, we're good. I'll see her, I think, next week. I'll see her. Not even I think I will. I'll see her next week, so no, she's doing good. She's doing good, but no, she's doing awesome. Justin with another 3.
I need some Xenoblade 3 music to get through the last bit of work. Also, Digimon hooked me. I feel like playing a game again.
Good. I'm glad that Digimon got you back in. That's what to be honest, Justin, I'm kind of like, I'm not playing as many games right now after Xenoblade, and I'm kind of just like waiting for Yoshi coming out, but really like to get a game that I'm really going to be like hooked on. Like I'm waiting for The Adventures of Elliot. Like that's the game that I think that's coming out the soonest that I'm like, okay, I'm like super like an RPG that I'm like super excited about. But also Digimon too. Digimon as well. But those games come out right next to each other if I'm not correct, all right? Aren't they pretty close to each other for the Switch 2 version of Digimon? Thank you, Justin, with another combo breaker. And the first 15-minute extension overclock. Ayo, let's go. Appreciate that, guys.
Overclock Buster!
As well. Thank you, guys. Appreciate that, like always. Let's go. Justin with another 3. And Justin, that does make you the Hokage of the stream. Wiping out the 2 top on the board here. So Justin with the 6. Anybody that's $6 more, you can beat out Justin. Still 5 for Chrono Rig and Goat at the top of the Hokage or the Ninja board. Still confident Star Fox will come eventually. I wouldn't be surprised to hear an announcement around June, maybe. Could be May, could be June. We'll see. Yeah, I was kind of surprised you posted that. I know you covered her face, but I was surprised. But I know it was a profound moment for you. Yeah, it was fun. But yeah, I covered her face because I have like weird people like that will like take pictures and do weird stuff with it. So I just covered her face. When she's older, I'll let you guys see her face. I mean, she's in my old videos. Like I think when she was young. You know, you can see her there, but I mean, obviously she looks the same but different. She's a lot older now. I think the last time I had her on my stream or something, it was like 2018 or something like that. Yeah, 2017 or 2018. So it's been 8 years since then. 8 years plus, almost like right around the time the Switch 1 came out. So it's been a long time. She's 14 now, so been a while. Time flies. But yeah, maybe when she's older. She'll probably like when she's like 18 or something like that. She'll probably come hang out and we'll stream and we'll talk about video games and do like, when she's 18. Not now, but she's close. She's only 4 years away from 18. So she's almost all grown up, man. Little baby. About to get me all emotional. daughter. She's literally 4 years away from being an adult. That is crazy. Man, I'm old too. But yeah, she'll probably come on the stream like when she's 18. Probably hang out with me every now and then. Shout outs to Shaw X with the $10 dono. And he says, JoJo Friday, mother bleep, mother effer. I need Capcom to have a 60 FPS for Monster Hunter Stories 3. I want to play it on Switch 2 like my other JRPGs. It's not coming at 60 FPS, unfortunately. It's not coming at 60 FPS, which is very unfortunate, man. I mean, it's at 60 FPS during the battles. It's just not in the battles. Or in the battles, but just not out of battles. So yeah, I don't know, man. Thank you, Shaw X. I appreciate that. You are now the new Hokage and Stream Ninja. That's called a clean sweep over here, boys and girls. That is called a clean sweep. Thank you for the Big 10. First JoJo of the stream as well, so let's go ahead and get that going. I'll get some music for you too, Shaw X. We'll get some Monster Hunter Stories music for you. Shaw X with the Big 10. Thank you so much, man. Anybody that's where you been, my man? Shaw X at the top of the board. Ayo, I appreciate that, man. Yeah, I played the Rebirth demo. You gotta watch my videos, Ovi Phoenix. Yes, I've played it. I talked about it in a video already. And yeah, you should download it on your Switch too. Play it yourself. See how you think. See what you think. See what you think. But yes, I've played it. It's okay. 30 frames. Kind of crusty here and there. But not bad. Actually, pretty impressive, to be honest, considering the hardware. Thank you, Shaw X, though. I appreciate that, man. But yeah, I don't usually post, obviously, I don't post pictures of my daughter or anything like that. Probably won't, like I said, till she's maybe 17 or 18. So, probably in a few years. Yoshi will become a system seller, mark my words. I think it's going to help sell systems. I think it's going to, like, Pocopi and Yoshi can be like a popular combo for people. Make sure your daughter gets a Switch 2 so she can enjoy all the goodness of the 90s kids. Well, yeah, she got a Switch 2, 91 Game Boy. Yeah, you're not on Twitter, so you don't know what we're referencing. So I put up a picture. It just shows my daughter with a Switch 2, early birthday present. Switch 2 and like and Tomodachi Life and a Kirby case. So that's what House Gang was referencing. So yeah, she has one already. I only played an hour of the Rebirth demo. I was gonna wait for the full release to play the rest. I think it transfers over, so if you want to just get started and play, it does transfer. But yeah. Now I can't wait to get my Legion Go S out the pawn shop. Went up to 1,500. Ouch. Oof. Have fun with that. Member of the village for 101 months. Yes, ma'am. Perks are good. Can't wait for the haters to start shifting goalposts for FF7 Rebirth. They already are. They're complaining about, oh, there's no, tablecloth or like fruit on the table, or there's no interior stuffs are removed. So they've already making excuses. First, it can't run at all. Now it runs at 19 frames for the whole thing. They're just making up all sorts of stuff. But once again, the reality of the situation when it comes to Switch 2, the reality of the situation is that they're afraid. They're scared. Once again, it's only schizos though. Once again, it's schizos. It's not normal people. The reality of the situation is that they're scared that Nintendo actually gets third party and stuff like that. They used to get that stuff exclusive. They used to get it that it was their game. It was bragging rights. Now they have to say, oh man, they have to share the spotlight. So they're going to bash it. They're going to say that it's not good or it's this and that, when it's an extra version of the game that doesn't affect your enjoyment of the game on PlayStation or on any other system, right? So that's really what's going on right now. Unique and creative, new are the cool are the new cool in video games. That's always been the cool in video games. Always been the cool. I'm not planning on supporting OJ forever, just until I'm dead. Well, that's a forever. That's gonna be a long time from now. So that's pretty much forever at this point. That's pretty much forever. Shout outs to V. I've never played a FF game that I want to know its FF remake game is the original, or has it changed? It's definitely changed. It's not the exact same game as the original. It follows, obviously has the same characters, location, story, plot, but there's things that are changed, and the gameplay is pretty much completely different. Obviously the graphics are a lot better, so yo, shout out to Dane. I appreciate that. Also, we forgot to play Thank you, and good to see you here, Dame. We got to play the JoJo. We got to play the JoJo real quick. Sorry about that, guys. Sorry, my bad, my man, Shaw X. My bad, brother. Let me go ahead and get you that. JoJo, hit the pose, boys and girls. Yes, sir. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate that. Thank you for the JoJo. $10 and up on JoJo Friday. Let's go. 26 on the board, too. 4 combos away from the 30-minute extension. Let's go. No Buck Bumble. No Buck Bumble. No Buck Bumble remake. Sorry. No, I'm joking. We'll play it at some point. Rebirth, I would say, has changed even more so than Part 1, especially when you get near the end of the game. But yeah, like I said, there's a lot of changes. So, I mean, it's not the same game. Final Fantasy VII is not split into 3 parts, so there's also that. There's also that. So yes, it's a very different game. But yes, characters, story elements, there are things that stay the same, there are things that changed. But it's not the same game. I think Lollipop Chainsaw upgrade finally comes out this month. Lollipop Chainsaw. Yeah, I think it does. The Switch 2 version, I think it got delayed. So, yeah, that's good if it comes out. Not that I care too much. But I know people do like that game. It kind of has like a cult following. Just finished Pragmata last night. Game was fire. Yeah, I still haven't gotten Pragmata, man. I have the demo, played it. I think it's good. But I still haven't got around to getting it just because I'm not in a gaming mood right now. I'm just not in a... I don't know. I'm just not in a super gaming mood. So I don't know. I haven't been playing anything. I've just been literally just working and chilling and like watching YouTube videos and stuff. So I'll get back to the gaming in just a bit. But I kind of, like I said, I'm just excited to play Yoshi. I want to play that game. But I also want to play the Adventures of Elliot, the Millennium Tales. Like I really want to play that game. That's like my game that I have my sights set on. I think that comes out in June, right? So. But I'm looking forward to Yoshi though. I'm looking forward to playing that game. Let's see. Have you played Remake or Rebirth on the Portal 2? Do they run well? The Portal? On the Portal? The Portal, the PS Portal is a streaming device. So, I mean, it's going to run as well as your internet holds up. And your streaming and your local connection is. So, it's a streaming. So, it runs as well as your internet and your streaming is. So, no, I haven't played it on Portal. But once again, Portal doesn't work well for me. So, that doesn't really matter. Because, once again, Portal's streaming. So, yeah. Have you been catching up on The Boys? Yeah, I'm caught up. Well, I haven't watched the newest episode, but I'll watch it tonight or tomorrow at some point this week. I've enjoyed FF7 Rebirth demo so far. I have the game on PS5. I need to get back to that. I don't know, man. It's how many years have you had it on PS5? You haven't beat it yet? Are you ever gonna beat it? You're like Psychopie, man. Psychopie's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get back to Rebirth. It's been like, you know, multiple years. It's been like 2 years now. He still hasn't beat it yet. I feel you on that one for real. I'm going to take a bit of break from gaming after Pragmata. Yeah, I'm going to get back to it. I just got over 200 plus hours of Xenoblade. So it's like, once you play 200 hours of Xenoblade, you kind of just have to wait a little bit, you know? Because like I've got that Xenoblade mindset kind of going on right now. So I still have that going on, so I haven't really booted up anything else. So I just got done with Xenoblade. I think it's cool, obviously. But I'm looking forward to the next thing. But I got my big video out, so if you haven't seen my Xenoblade video, check that out. That has 13K plus views going on 14K, so that was a lot of fun to make. Let's see here. Hey, what's up, Justin Smith? Welcome, man. How you doing today? I'm just going to skip the demo and wait for it to drop. Hey, you can do that too. Not everybody loves just going out there and playing demos, you know? And also, shout outs to the Twitch fam. I see you guys over there on Twitch. I appreciate it. You know, let me know. Say what up on Twitch. I'll say hi to you guys in the chat as well. Yeah, I said I need to get back to something. Well, just so many good games. It's funny. I hear so many people say, oh, yeah, I need to get back to Rebirth. It's like nobody ever does. Like, I don't know what the completion percentage of Rebirth is. I don't know how high it is, but I'm not sure. I don't know how high it is.
I think another reason I wasn't in a gaming mood is because of how much I played between last June and March. Lol.
Yeah. If you start stacking up, like, playing games so much, sometimes you get into a little bit of a rut. You know, I put 200 hours into Xenoblade, and I put 120 hours into this, because the Switch 2 edition just launched, what, in March? I put 120 hours in from March to April. Like, from when it came out, or did it come out in February? I forgot exactly when it came out. Was it February or was it March? I don't remember exactly when. I think it was maybe February. But I put 120 hours in from when it came out to, like, let's just say the last 2 weeks, or 2 weeks ago. So that was a lot of time for me. That was a lot. I was pretty much playing it every week for at least 10 plus hours a week, you know. So that was the crazy thing. No, I wasn't talking about Rebirth. I was talking about Xenoblade Chronicles X Switch 2 Edition. Mid-February for Switch 2 Edition? Okay, mid-February for the Switch 2 Edition. All right. Okay. So, yeah, I put 120 hours into it because I already had 80 hours into... Actually, I put more than 120 hours into it because I'm at 220 hours now. So... oh, man. I put a lot of time into it, man. 240 hours? It's crazy. Crazy. But hey, I needed to do it, man. It was fun. It's good stuff. Xenoblade is the best grind. Yeah, Xenoblade's awesome, and you always feel like you don't want to play anything else after Xenoblade because Xenoblade is so good. It's like, what's gonna match Xenoblade? What can match the greatness of this game? You know? Oh man. For me, I actually beat Rebirth. I beat it on my deck at 20 FPS with the floors not loading correctly. You did not beat it on the deck. Why would you do that to yourself? What is your prediction for Switch 2 hardware and software unit sales? Would it be May 8th? It'll be revealed. Yeah, it's May 8th, Ovi. My prediction is just pretty much between 20 to 21 million, somewhere in that range. I'd be surprised if Nintendo did over 21 million, but it's definitely possible. Because if you look at the, so that's next week Ovi's talking about. So we're going to hear about that next Friday or we're going to hear about it Thursday. Thursday night, we're going to hear about it. At least my Thursday night, you guys, East Coast people and other people, early Friday morning, will hear about it. So, I'm guessing it's going to be between 20 to 21 million. Although they did finish out really strong in March with over 570,000 units just here in the US alone, not counting Canada, not counting South America. So if you add all that up, plus all of Asia, plus all of Japan, Pocopia was a huge boost. So, I mean, we could be seeing upwards of 21 million, but we'll see. They were at 17.37 million at the end of December. So you got 3 months. January, February, March. We know that January and February were just okay months, pretty solid months, but then March was a big month. So, I mean, if they did 1 million plus in March, let's just say they did 2 million in March. I mean, 2 million, I might be pushing it, but I think it's possible that they did about 2 million in March. So 17, that's 17, 18, 19, and then you add up January, February. Let's just say they did a million, maybe a million there. So 17, 18, 19, 20, 20. Yeah, I'm gonna say 21 million. I'm gonna say 20.5 to 21 million, somewhere in that range. Let's see, one thing for sure, I ain't picking up on Pocopia again now because I will be on that game nonstop. Yeah, that's the danger of Pocopia. I think I need to get back to Pocopia myself though. I need to get back to it myself. Jennifer just got back just got back to playing Rebirth. The break was good. I played a lot of puzzle games like Sherlock Holmes. Okay, there you go. I put Stin. I don't know what that means. Casino watching all week in the game chat. Over half of the Xbox Series sales is crazy. I don't know where the Xbox Series is at, Justin. I'm just gonna call you Justin 2 or Justin 23. Because we got multiple Justins here. We got Big Justin. We got other Justin. I don't know where the sales are at. But I mean, the estimates have it at around 30 million, 30-something million, 35 million. I don't know if the estimates ever hit 40 million. But yeah, you did say over half. So, there you go. 35 million. Yeah, what would be wild if Nintendo hit 35 million by the end of the year, which is definitely a possibility. I don't think it's gonna happen, but it's a possibility. Like if Splatoon Raiders goes ham in Japan and they have the stock, and then on top of that, if we get like the Ocarina of Time remake, and then we get maybe a few other games, Obviously, the Dust Bloods, if that does some work. But the holiday, like the holiday with Ocarina of Time, I think that could be a pretty big holiday for Switch 2. Especially if they have like the Mario Kart bundle back. I think people will be like, oh wow, the Mario Kart bundle's back. All right, let me get that. Big fan of Ace Combat on the Switch. Yeah. I think if you play Ace Combat, the new one on the Switch, or not the new one, but the port that they did over, if you play it on Switch 2, you're going to stabilize that frame rate even more, and you're going to get the boost mode in portable play, so it's going to look solid. Tomodachi will sell better than Pocopia? Probably, because Tomodachi's on a much bigger install base, so probably. But I don't know, like long-term, I don't know. Long-term, Pocopia might sell better. Short-term, I think that Tomodachi might, but long-term, I think Pocopia will sell better as the Switch 2 gains more, gets new people, just because Pocopia is still #1 on the eShop. Like, it's still #1. That game is doing crazy numbers digitally. So, did you ever read the Metroid manga, which tells Samus's origin story? I never read the Metroid manga that tells her origin story, but I've watched the video that explains her origin story. From GTV. Pocopia will be more profitable. I don't know which one's more profitable. Pocopia is selling for $60, and it probably has much less development, and the profit split is less on that Pocopia compared to... sorry, the profit split is less. Yeah, it's less on Pocopia than it is like for Tomodachi. So I don't know. I don't know which one's going to be more profitable. It's hard to tell right now. But once again, it's too early to call anything because the Switch 2 still has a long life ahead of it, and Pocopia is going to keep selling. Like, it's going to be an evergreen game. So it's kind of too early to tell. If I had to put money on it, though, I would probably say that Pocopia would sell more in the long run. Like 5 or 6 years from now, which game has sold more? I'd probably say Pocopia sells more because the Switch 2. But once again, I could be wrong on that. What's up, Westside OM? Shoutouts, man. Stream during work? Bro, I'm employed late. I'll catch up. Shoutouts, Alvin. I appreciate you, fam. Thanks for coming out to the stream even when you're at work. Don't get caught. Working through the Xenoblade Chronicles 3 100% right now and finish the last side quest of Chapter 6, but to finish Chapter 6 story quest. I want to do that, but then I don't because I feel like they're going to do like a 60 FPS update. So then I don't want to do it because I want to play it in 60 FPS. So I'm waiting, just like I waited for Xenoblade X. Probably like OJ. I see Pocopia stay #1 until Splatoon Raiders or maybe Yoshi because of the movie. Yeah, Yoshi or one of the big first-party games could come out, but it might not, man. Pocopia is a beast so far. But yeah, probably one of the, like, Splatoon Raiders maybe. Or Yoshi. What do you think Atlas uses DC version of Constantine for Shin Megami Tensei 6 as DLC content? I don't know, man. We're so far away from Shin Megami Tensei 6, or I don't know what they're gonna do with that game or anything, so I'm not sure. I can't say if they're gonna. I mean, I don't know. You know, we'll have to wait and see. I want to get the announcement first before we start talking about DLC content. Let's get an announcement. It's been it's going on a decade since SMT5 was announced. It was announced in January of 2017, so it's been it's going on a decade or past a decade now, 9 years plus. So let's just get the announcement for SMT6. Let's get an announcement, then we can start talking about DLC. You know, gotta walk before you can run, right? You gotta crawl before you can walk. You gotta walk before you can run. So let's just get the announcement first before we start talking about DLC. Don't even have a real announcement for the game yet. You can 100% Xeno 3 without filling out the C map. Yeah. I wonder if Bad Night will bring Xenoverse 3 to Switch like they did with Xenoverse 2. Yes, probably. They're just always late on their games, so they always bring over all their games. So yes, they brought over Sparking Zero. It wasn't on Switch 2 at first, and they brought it over later. So yes. I'm surprised people still say, I wonder if Bandai Namco is going to port this game like they always port their games late. I'm surprised I still get those questions. I'll keep it a buck because literally Bandai Namco has done this for a decade now. Between Switch 1 and Switch 2, oh, we don't have it at launch, they just port it over later. And they've literally done this for like a decade with like all of their games. And people say, I wonder if they're going to do it. Yes, they're going to. I'm sorry, I don't mean to be mean, but I mean, bro, come on. It's been like a decade. They've been doing, like, literally, they've been doing this for a decade. Like, not like just a little, like, they've been doing it for a decade. They've been doing this for a hot minute. So it's like, yes, they will. It's just going to come late, like always. It's Bandai Namco, you know? It's the same thing every time. I really wish they bring back Power Stone and Golden Sun game back on Switch 2. There's a high chance. Let me ask you a question. Did you buy the Power Stone, the Capcom collection, Capcom Fighting Collection that has Power Stone 1 and 2 on there? Did you play those games online? Ovi? It's a yes or no question too. Did you buy the Capcom Fighting Collection with Power Stone on it and play it online? Did you do that? I just gotta ask, it's like a yes or no. Yes, you bought it? You bought it? 100% you bought the game? Or did your cousin buy the game? Who bought the game? I need to know if you bought the game. Did you buy it? You think 100 Line Defense gets ported to other consoles? Right now, the developer said that it won't get ported. So, we'll see.
Hey, you. I want to shake your hand.
Justin with another 3. I want to shake your hand.
Can I some Kirby Nightmare in Dreamland music?
Yeah.
Also shout out to Switch 2 launch week. I remember playing it so much since I was on vacation that week.
Yeah, it's a good time to be on vacation. All right, Kirby, my man, Justin, thank you for the another $3. That does get us above the 32 on the combo board. Also, Justin, new Hokage with the $12 dono, or $12 total. So if anybody has told me where you've been up, Justin, on the board. Thank you so much, Justin. I appreciate that. 12. Still my man, Shaw X, the JoJo 10. Somebody can time up or pass him up with the 10. Appreciate that, man. Let's get the Kirby music flowing, though, for my man, Justin, like always. Let's go. Let's see here. Kirby Nightmare in Dreamland music. Why am I typing so slow? Kirby Nightmare in Dreamland. Thank you for the 3, man. I appreciate that. Okay, we always play Fountain of Dreams. Let's play a different one. Well, actually, no, this one's a bit different. Let's play this one. Nightmare Wizard. I would like another Wild Arms game. They're doing a spiritual successor to Wild Arms. I don't know if you've seen the Kickstarter for that, but there is a spiritual successor. But I don't know how it's working, though. I don't know how it's working. Xbox exclusives making a comeback? Probably not. The next Call of Duty is definitely going to be announced day and date with other systems this year. Yeah, I think so. I think the Switch 2 Call of Duty might be announced at the next Nintendo Direct. Might be announced at the next Nintendo Direct. So we'll see. How about that March-April Direct? Everyone was trying to predict whoever fell for them apples too. Yeah, I didn't. I just said it's always a possibility. I never said that it's 100%. I never said that. I did not buy. You did not buy. Your cousin bought it. Ovi, you can't. Let me just say something right now. I'll say this to everybody here. You cannot ask for classic games to come back or when you don't actually support the classic games coming back. You can't let somebody else buy it and then say, I wish it came back. You did nothing for it to come back. So you need to stop bumming off your cousin. And if you want Power Stone to come back, go support it. It's not even that expensive. So go buy the game. If you want it to come back, stop saying, oh, my cousin bought it, so it's good, so I hope it comes back. You've done nothing to help. So go buy the game. Listen, I get it for new games. You're not trying to spend $70. Okay, I get that. If you're on a budget, I get that. But stop pounding down 35 Big Macs a day like you said that you do. Stop eating all that fast food and go buy a eat some salad and go buy a video game instead. All right? Because this is what you guys do. You guys would sit there and beg for stuff to come back. They bring it back. They spend money. They bring it back, and you're nowhere to be found. You playing at somebody else's house. You game sharing. You playing at the arcade. You watching a video. You need to actually buy the game. That's the problem with people these days. They want everything, but they don't want to actually support it. So if you want Power Stone to come back, don't just talk about it. Don't just play it at a friend's house. Actually support it. So go there and buy it so Capcom knows that they can bring back Power Stone. You know? Let's see here. No. You can buy it digitally. Capcom Fighting Collection is available digitally. Stop. What do you mean you can't? I can't walk outside. My cousin lift me into his car. I am heavy fat, bruh. Stop, Ovi, bruh. You not. What are you? My 600-pound life? What do they have to do? Bulldoze the door to get you out of your house, bro? You can buy the game digitally. Are you too fat to pick up a credit card? Are you too fat to pick up your debit card? Is your wallet too far away? Come on now, man. Stop the cap, Ovi. You know good and well that you ain't some type of Jabba the Hutt walking or Jabba the Hutt around here. You can get the game digitally. You know that. Prediction: the next General Direct will be the biggest one, being over an hour and a half long with lots of games and announcements. I think that the next Nintendo Direct's definitely going to be a doozy, but we'll see. You know, we will see. Oh, this guy. You have a servant. Then tell Jeffrey, your butler or your servant, to take your credit card, go on your Switch 2, and buy the Capcom Fighting Collection. Go ahead and tell your servant to do that for you then. The next Call of Duty will be day and date with other systems. Oh yeah, I said that. I think so. Says, I love my 600-pound life. I don't like watching that type of stuff because my 600-pound life and all that, that's weird. I hate seeing those people that enable them. I hate the people that sit there and go and they sit there, they go and they grab food and they literally feed it down an endless hole. They enable their family members or their friends to sit there and kill themselves. I hate that show. Not that I hate the show. I hate the people that enable the Jabba the Hutt impersonators to sit there and gorge and eat like that. That's crazy. Bro, I used to eat nonstop. I used to eat golden Oreos and food nonstop, and I couldn't even get over 250 pounds. How do you get to the point to where you're who's enabling you to get to the point to where you're 600, 700 pounds? That's crazy. That doesn't even make any sense. Like, you gotta intentionally, like, just be eating and eating and eating, and like, that's all. Like, how? That doesn't even make any sense, bro. It makes no sense how people even get to be that big. Like, legitimately. And once again, I wasn't working out. I wasn't working out at all, and I was just eating cookies and burgers and pizza, and I couldn't even get above 250. And I had a pot belly too. I had a pot belly. I had love handles. I had man boobs. Like, in like 2018-ish, I started losing weight in like I started really like working out hard in 2018, but I kind of let things go like by the end of 2017/2018. Like I said, I was eating whatever. I don't even understand how you get to be that big. That makes no sense, bro. That makes no sense, bro. They eat 10K like, how do you eat 10K calories per day? Like, it's to the 10K calories is to the point to you're full and you're still eating. How are you full and you still eat 10K calories per day? Bro, if I eat 2,000, I feel like I'm about to roll out of my house. That's crazy. 10K calories per day. I've seen some clips of it where, like, one lady, she was like cooking, they're like cooking bacon for her, and like, not only did she eat all the bacon, but they poured the bacon grease onto like a cup and then made like a sandwich with the bacon grease, like with cheese, and then she grilled it, and and then she put like more cheese, and she made like a super grilled cheese sandwich with bacon grease in there. I'm like, I'm just thinking to myself, is all that necessary? A bacon grease grilled cheese sandwich. Does Capcom Fighting Collection have crossplay? I'm not sure. We got to double check. I hope this means that we can start having a bit of skepticism on leaks and rumors. If the sources are credible, I feel like the reaction came from people treating it like fact. Well, the thing about it is that with Nate, I feel like he shouldn't have said the timing. Nate is super credible. He's incredibly credible. He's gotten us so much accurate and correct leaks, but I think he should have just held off on the timing. He never should have said April. Star Fox, I think, is still happening, but I think he should have just never said April. He should have just said Star Fox is coming. I don't know exactly the time frame. I've heard that it might be April, but you know what? Things change. We gotta wait and see. Like I think he shouldn't have been so sure on that. So when it comes to leaks with skepticism, absolutely. But when it comes to Nate talking about things, I'm still gonna give Nate the benefit of the doubt. I'm always gonna give him the benefit of the doubt because he's the guy who told us literally the week of the Switch was like when they would announce the Switch. Like the person who said the Switch 2 would be announced the week that it was announced in January 2025 was Nate. It was the same source. So when someone knows the literal day the system will be revealed, you've got to give them the benefit of the doubt every single time. Like, because he's not going to make up stuff. He's also been right on a ton of other things as well. So he's going to get the benefit of the doubt when it comes down to it, because most of the stuff that he says is accurate and correct. Let's see, they would never put Star Fox in the movie just because. Yeah, I don't think so either. I just wish Nate wouldn't have said the April. That's why, and I even said that like when I made the video, like when I talk, I'm like, I wasn't a huge fan of him saying April because you never know, things can change. I'm really thinking about becoming a member. You always been my favorite streamer. We cut from the same cloth. Just say it like it is. Hey, thank you, 88R Sam. I mean, yeah, if you want to become a member, guys, exclamation mark member, all lowercase. It's only $1 if you want to join up. So if you enjoy my live streams, you enjoy the content, you can always become a member, support your boy. But I appreciate it. No pressure. Thank you guys for your support, like always. I don't know if you're talking to me, Clarice. I don't know who you're talking to. So it sounds like Nate got his information from Nash Riedel. No, he didn't get it from Nash Riedel. PC Chalice with the 52 tune-in tier, 52 months. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I'm skinny, but I do have a little bit of belly on me. I think the cure for me is to go back to simple workouts like push-ups and sit-ups. Really, if you want to lose belly fat, it's really just diet. So really just change your diet up. If you want to lose belly fat, you know, obviously workouts is good. Protein, get your amount of protein that you need, and also eat. There's two separate things that you can eat that will get you, or that you can, your diet that will help you with belly fat. Maca green tea, specifically organic maca green tea, helps target visceral fat, and carrots and vegetables. Like colored carrots and vegetables, like a spring mix with baby spinach and like greens plus carrots. That salad with some chicken, grilled chicken, and a maca green tea. You have that for you know, lunch and dinner, plus your push-ups and all that, your belly fat will evaporate. If you just eat that, you know, and lay low on the sugar, you know, your belly fat will literally evaporate. I've been losing a ton of belly fat just by using that over the past month, because I have like a little bit of like a muffin-y top, and it's still kind of there, but I've been losing so much. Like this shirt fits me so much better. I used to have it where it was like gobbing out the sides here. It was like boom, like real big like this, but now it fits me so much better now. This same shirt, like my sides are getting so much better because of that. And I pretty much do the same workout too. Same workout. Shout outs to PC Chalice. I think he did some gifts or some bits. Thank you. I don't know what that means though, I'll be honest. It's like Twitch stuff, I think. So I don't know what that means. But thank you for that. I appreciate that, PC Chalice. Thank you. Shout outs, brother. Thank you for the 52 months, too, as well. Let's go. That's Silence of the Lambs. Oh, okay. I don't remember the movie. I've been loving the Age of Imprisonment. I was wondering if you remember the difficulty you played it on. Yeah, I played it on hard. Not very hard, just hard. PC Chalice also gifted Silver Star 2 jewels. What does... PC Chalice, can you explain to me what all that just means? Like, how much was that? Or, how, like, what... Like, I don't even know what any of that means. Sent to Chile for 6 jewels. So, I don't know what all that means. But I appreciate it. So, thank you. I don't know what all that means. Thank you for the gifted silver stars and jewels. Have no idea what all that means though. Belly fat is the hardest to lose, but yeah, I recommend carrots, vegetables, green maca green tea, and protein. Good amount of protein, and you'll be good. Cut back on my carbs a little bit, up the protein a bit. That'll work. Let's see here. J Views with the 6 months Ambu tier. Says, what's good, OJ? Happy JoJo Friday. Currently grinding out Rebirth demo while I'm at work. This man's like, type. Nothing beats having a high quality experience on the go. It's priceless. It really is priceless, man. I appreciate that. So, shout outs. Thank you for the jewels though, man. I appreciate that. Thank you. It's a new thing YouTube added called jewels. Yeah, I did enable it or whatever, like, because my dashboard told me to do it, but I don't know what that means. Like, I don't know, like, I appreciate the jewels though, or the bits or whatever it is. I appreciate it. I do appreciate that. Confused essence. Yeah, where do you add jewel? Like, how do you do it from like the same thing, like the, because like I'm looking at like super stickers, super chat. I think it's different from those, right? It's different from that. So so yeah, I don't see it there, so I don't know how you do it, but either way, shout outs, man. Now there's all sorts of stuff popping up. Just pops up in the chat. Happy Mother's Day. George FT sent 300 jewels. Thank you for the 300 jewels. I don't know what that means as well, but thank you. Whatever it is, thank you. I think it's like bits, but it's like not a super chat. I don't know. Thank you, George FT. Appreciate that, man. So did you send 600 or was it just 300? I'll read up more on it later. At this point, thank you for the support though, guys. I appreciate the jewels. Have you drunk PG tea with tuna fish and ginger biscuits? No, I am not. Egomaniac also sent 67 jewels. Thank you. Or 67 jewels. 700 jewels equals $9.99, I believe. Oh, it's YouTube's version of bits. Ah, I see. Jewels, bits. Okay. I don't have any notifications sent for that, but I think it's just YouTube handles the notifications, so it's just auto. That's kind of cool. Yeah, it's like their version of it. Okay, that's cool. It's a present icon on my phone. You can buy them and use them to send random images, lots of different ones. Okay, cool. That's cool. Thank you guys for the support, man. I appreciate that. Sorry about that. Not sure how this jewels thing worked out initially. No, it's okay. You guys are supporting, so I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you for the support, guys. So you said 300. You said 700 jewels is $10. So 600 jewels would be like what, like $8 or something like that. So I don't know. I have a fast metabolism. Do you have slow? Yeah, my metabolism's slow, but I'm trying to work on speeding it up. What's up, Gambit? You haven't caught a live in a minute. Hey, shout outs, welcome. But no, it's not. You don't gotta apologize. Thank you so much, George FT. I appreciate that, brother. Hey, what's up, Paul Gale? Welcome. Thank you. Yeah, YouTube's version of it. Okay. So I'll just add like $5 for all that. I don't know. Until we figure it out, I'll just add like 5 shout outs, guys. Appreciate that. Combo breaks, let's go. Thank you for the 6-7, Eagle Maniac. Appreciate that. No worries. Glad to be able to support the channel. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that, guys. If you guys have questions, comments, whatever else you want to talk about, feel free to drop it in the chat. We're also discussing the Star Fox situation when we can see it. I think we can see Star Fox. I wouldn't be surprised if it was May. I wouldn't be surprised if it was May or if Nintendo waited for the Nintendo Direct in June. But I don't know if they're going to wait for June for Nintendo Direct. They might do it in May, but I don't know. I have no idea. Obviously, this is the first time in a hot minute that we haven't had a Direct in the first, like, a big Direct in the first, 4 months or so of the year. So I think that they're going to really load up and give it, like, a big, like, here we go. Like, a big, here we go. Like Mario 64, here we go. Like, we jumping into that pain. I think it's going to be a big one. Exercise can help speed up metabolism for the amount of time depending on the workout intensity. Morning exercise for the win. Yeah, I just hate working out in the morning because I'm always tired. But I did work out in the morning yesterday, and technically I started my workout in the morning. Or actually, no, not today. I didn't. I started my workout by like 12. Never mind. I think I went from like, no, I started my workout. It wasn't in the morning. I started like at 11:30. So I started in the morning and it went to the afternoon. So, yeah. Let's see. Has Nintendo gone this long without a Direct? I don't remember the last time they went this long without a Direct. This is definitely ties one of the longest periods within the new age. So that's why I think the next Direct is going to be a pretty big Direct. It says 20k joules is the highest you can buy, which is 250. Okay. Yeah, I think joules, I think the difference, like what joules do, it's like you can set the amount that you give, right? So that means like you can get joules, and then like you can, oh, I'm gonna give a little bit to this streamer, or I'm gonna have some for this other one, like bits. Like bits, you can like just do that, and then like you can like disperse them how you want. So I think that's the big difference between like that and like a super chat or something, you know? Yeah, probably 2020. We definitely, because of COVID, we definitely didn't get like big directs throughout. Like I think there wasn't that many big directs. There was just like direct minis, right? For 2020. Do scale wreckage respawn? I seem to go past areas that I'm more than sure I would have been I seen before come out. Do scale wreckage respawn? Yeah, they do respawn. They do. Or like just like those little yellow dots or whatever. Yeah, those respawn. Did you ever play FF Rebirth demo? Yeah, I played the demo. I thought it was okay. I made a video on it too. So in my video I talked about it. I didn't talk about it specifically. Like I didn't title the video that, but it was in my video, like with, you know, news. So yeah, and I used my own footage. So yeah, it's good. It's okay. It's good. Nintendo said Illumination's idea to add Star Fox to the Mario movie. Does that mean no Star Fox? There's no Star Fox that's close? No. No. That's not what that means. And I highly doubt that it was just Illumination's idea. I highly doubt. I'd like to see a quote on that one or what they said, because I highly doubt that it was Illumination said add Star Fox out of nowhere. I don't think so. I don't think so. I highly doubt that. Let's see here. Yeah, but that was due to circumstances. Yeah, that was due to circumstances, because like COVID, so. Not exactly. Each icon image has the specific cost to them based on what I see on my end. Oh, never mind then. Never mind then. Forget that I said it. I don't know. I'll research it later. Longest span I've seen between directs was 2020 and between E3 2015 to November 2015. Which was during the period after Iwata passed away. Yeah, that definitely. I don't think anybody was in a Nintendo Direct mood at that point. Did you wear the banana suit for that video? For what video? Why would I wear a banana suit? What does that even mean? A banana suit? Who do you think I am? A PC schizo? Let's see. Did you do a review impressions video of Age of Imprisonment? I did it. I did it impressions. I think I just talked about it, but I never did a full video, even though I beat the game completely. I put like 60 hours into it plus. I should have made a video on it. I never did. I should have. It says, hold up. I know, like, hold up. Why would I wear a banana suit? What, you want me to start lying? You want me to start acting like a PC schizo? That's what happens when you wear a banana suit. You start getting mad at people for buying and selling their own tech. You start lying about Switch 2. You start misinforming people about game key cards. You start acting, like I said, schizo. Unless it's unless it's Steam, unless it's Valve, then Valve can never do no wrong. They're the greatest thing ever, you know? Start calling other people bootlicker while you bootlick Valve and Steam. Too scared. Run like a bitch whenever anybody wants to talk to you just about video games. Too scared. That's not me. I mean, that's what people in banana suits do. That's not me. I don't do that. I don't do all that. Oh, I know who you. Oh, I know who you were talking about. That's the next thing. I know who you were talking about, brother. I know. You didn't let me set it up. You didn't let me set it up, my man. You didn't let me set it up. I know who you were talking about. I was setting it up for what I just said. Oh my gosh. Listen, man. Listen, bro. There could be 100,000 people that sold their Switch 2. All of you guys here could sell your Switch 2 for a Steam Deck, and I'd be like, all right, cool. I wouldn't even care. I'm not you guys. Y'all do whatever you want. Y'all can all make videos on it too. I don't care. There was a million videos of people saying, I'm selling my Switch. I'm selling my Switch for this, or I'm selling my Switch for that, or I'm selling my... I didn't care. Okay. I'm never I'm never playing Nintendo games ever again. I've left Nintendo. Okay. Good for you, lady. Like, nobody cares. Like... I don't care about what people do and buy, or if you, whatever you want to buy, as long as it's legal or whatever, you can buy it. Even if it's illegal, that's not my business. Unless you're doing something that's crazy, but it's not my business for the most part. When it comes to video games, buy and sell whatever you want. Get whatever you want, play whatever you want. If you bought a Switch 2 and you don't like it no more, or if you don't feel it's worth it and you want to sell it for a Steam Deck, go ahead. Or if you want to sell it for a ROG Ally, go ahead. That's cool. If you want to come tell me, that's cool. I bet people come tell me and say, cool, enjoy. Have fun. I don't get all salty about stuff like that. It's weird. It's weird.
I want to shake your hand. I want to shake your hand.
Shout outs, man.
I sold my Xbox Series X and some other things I don't use. I built an eGPU with a 5070 for my Xbox ROG Ally X, and altogether was way cheaper than a PC. I decided I'm skipping the next generation of Xbox and PlayStation.
Might be a good idea. PC gaming, way to go if you're looking for some of the big graphics games that might not come to Switch 2, or probably won't come to Switch 2. Or if you just want better frame rate and all that. I agree. I got a PS5 Pro, so I'm good with that for right now. We'll see about PS6 though. We'll see what they offer, see what the price is. I might get it, I might not. I'm not sure. But PS5 Pro works for me right now. Thank you for the 3 though, Justin. I appreciate that. Up in the lead to 15 on the board. Ayo, I appreciate that. Let's go. Also 40 on the combo board too. Let's go. Because I wanted to get you going. When you get going, I can't stop laughing. You make my day. Yeah. I guess I never skip the opportunity to make a banana weirdo joke, you know? Oh man, I'll never skip that. I'm still waiting, by the way. I'm still waiting for him to come through and debate me on things. You guys can let him know if any of you guys watch his content. He gets pretty good views. Let him know I'm still waiting here, that I don't bite. He can come here and we can talk about his lies about Switch 2, like game key cards and Nintendo raising the price of physical games, even though that's not been proven correct right now, at least. So he can still come here. We can talk. We can have a civil discussion, debate on stuff like that, since he likes to lie about it. But I don't think he will. He's scared. He's scared. That's okay though. I got a scary beard. I mean, my beard is kind of, you know, my beard is kind of manly. It might scare some of the chickens away. You know what I'm saying? Some of the wimps away. So I get it. Oh, yo, OG, I'm checking in, man. Good to see you always. Happy Friday, brother. Hey, thank you, man. I appreciate that. Long story short, Metal Forever. I never had any issue with this dude, Alex. But then last year, He made a video calling me a moron because I sold my Switch 2, or I sold my Steam Deck for a Switch 2. So you can go watch my video if you want to know the origins of it. So I made a video saying I sold my Steam Deck for a Switch 2. And in the video, he watched the video and he responded to everything that I said, except for the stuff that actually made sense. He didn't really have much of a response to that. But to anything that I said, he basically accused me of lying. He accused me of lying about Power World didn't work on my Steam Deck, which it didn't work on my Steam Deck at the time. I know that works on other people's, but it did not work at mine at the time when I played it. He accused me of lying, of never even wanting the Steam Deck, that I just bought it just because, that I never even wanted it, even though I played it and I put hours into it. So I make fun of him any opportunity that I get.
Also, now that I have all this PC stuff, I can make fun of it as much as I want.
That's true.
Lol.
So essentially that's where it comes from. It's another content creator with 100K subscribers, by the way. But I also invited him. We went back and forth on Twitter. I've invited him because he says that, you know, I'm just a bootlicker and all that. I said, hey, come prove it. Let's come debate. Let's talk about anything that you want to talk about. Because he was lying about game key cards, and I super ratioed him on Twitter. I said, you're lying. Game key cards are not, they're not tied to your account. He was trying to say that they're tied to your account. So he's a perpetual and pathological liar when it comes to Switch 2 stuff. He just lies. He just flat out lies about some things. So I've challenged him to come, like, hey, let's talk. He's a 100K content creator. He's a big content creator. I said, hey, let's come. This isn't like a small fry, right? Let's come talk. Let's debate, and we can let the audience decide who's wrong or right by bringing facts. And he bitched out. You know what I'm saying? I DM'd him. He ghosted me. He didn't respond back. And then on Twitter, I called him out, and he just put up like a meme or a gif of some guy on a piano laughing or something. So he's scared. He's a fraud. But he acts all big and tough. He puts a background like he's in a gym, and he acts all big and tough and everything. Acts like he's some type of big guy. He's not. He's a fraud. So anyway, that's the whole gist of the whole joke here, man, and all that. He sent a lot of hate towards my way on my video too. So I got a lot of his shills that come through to my video and were talking smack about me and saying that I'm lying about this and that. I said, come prove that I'm lying. Just come through. He never did. So that's the whole backstory with everything, why I still talk about it. I don't think he talks about me anymore. That's okay. I'm still going to make fun of it too, because he called me a liar. And I said, come prove that I'm a liar. You know, come prove that I'm a liar. You can say that you don't have to like me. That's fine. But don't tell me that what I'm saying is lying. Don't act like I'm lying or that I didn't like that. Like I'm trying to misinform people about things. That's cap. Nobody's misinforming or lying. And he tried to put me out to be like, he called me a moron, said that I'm lying. I'm like, wait a minute, hold up here, man. Let's come through then. Stop being a bitch and come through and let's talk about it. And he doesn't want it. He's too scared. So it is what it is. It is what it is. Let's see. I hope Nintendo will continue to have their excuse my French too, guys. I'm sorry, but that's all really what it is. You can't accuse another man of lying and then when they say, hey, come, let's talk about it, let's see who's lying, then he runs away. Like, that's what type of behavior is that? You see what I'm saying? So that's the reason why I'm saying it, is because that's what, when I was growing up, that's what people did. They would sit there and talk, and I say, hey, come, you got something to say? Oh no, I don't want to talk to you. That's essentially what he's doing. He's lying, talking, doing all sorts of stuff, and I say, let's talk. Head up. We can see who's right or wrong. Let's discuss the truth and the facts. Oh, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that with you. And why'd you say it? Come on now, man. You know? So, to me, that for a 100K content creator, that's just some straight up sissy, wuss, fake tough guy stuff. So, it is what it is. Hope Nintendo will continue to have plans for Chrono Trigger. Nintendo does not make Chrono Trigger. That's a Square Enix game. I didn't get it back in the day. I'll definitely get it. I hope they bring it back. Yes, Nintendo did not make Chrono Trigger. Square Enix makes Chrono Trigger. So you'd have to ask Square Enix for that game. Dan with the $2 says, Xbox event in May. Not sure if you're interested. Yeah, they have like the Helix event. So I know about it. I'm not sure if I'm going to like stream it, or I might stream it. We'll see. We'll see. I'm not too interested in Helix right now, but maybe once I learn more information about it and see the price and all that, then I'll be more interested. Thanks for the explanation, LJ. Alex needs to settle things like a man. That's what I'm saying. Like, real men, or even real women, like real men, real women, they will, like, if they say something about somebody and you accuse them of lying, the person says, hey, come, let's talk about it. Let's talk straight up about it, because you're accusing me of lying about this and that. Let's come discuss it. We can discuss it live on your channel, my channel, wherever you want to do it. And he says no, or he just ghosts me and just puts up stupid memes. It's like, all right, now, okay, now I'm gonna make fun of that. I'm gonna keep making fun of it. I'm gonna keep making fun of it because he's a liar. So, but he knows that, so it's all good. It's all good. PC can have some in my toilet. Wait, what? Shout outs though. Thank you, Dan. I appreciate the 2. And yeah, maybe I'll cover that Xbox event. Can you see my comments? What's up, man? How you doing today? I'm doing good, man. How are you? I can see it. Let's see here. Switch to clear Steam Deck. Oh, guys. PC ain't it, man. No, it's it for people that want it. Once again, I'm not anti-PC. I'm not like I said, people can enjoy it, bro. People can enjoy it. People can, like, I like Evan. Evan's a homie, man. He's cool. He loves PC. He tells me why it's PC. I say it's great, man. Yo, this is great about PC. It does X, Y, and Z. Like, there's all these good things about all the platforms. There's all these good things about it. It's not going to be for everybody. That's okay. But like I said, it only gets into the schizo territory. Like, when I say, and what I mean by schizo territory is like when you lie. When you start lying about other systems, when you start lying for content, when you start manipulating a lie, that's when you get into the schizo territory. That's it. Like I said, you could be a major big fan of something. That's cool. I have no problem with that. Once again, I have no problem with him or anybody else being into PC the most. If they think it's better than Switch 2, that's fine. If they think it's better than Xbox or PlayStation, that's also fine. If you think Gaben is the greatest deity in the world, okay, that's fine too. I have no problem with that. I have zero issue with that. I honestly, legitimately don't. I like hearing about what PC peeps are doing. Like what Evans, I'm always interested. I watch a lot of PC peep content creators. There's a guy called let's see here. God dang, what's his name, bro? I haven't watched him in a little bit, but I back when I had more time, I used to watch him all the time. Silent Sentry or Silent Sentry or something like that. He's on Twitch. He only plays PC. He only streams PC. Dude, I watch that guy all the time. There's all sorts of PC schizos in that chat and hardcore PC people in that chat. I have no problem. No problem. They're sitting there. They'll bash Nintendo or they'll bash certain things. Not really, not all the time, but they've done it before. I don't say nothing. It's okay. I'm just here to watch the dude play Rainbow Six or play what does he play? He plays GTA servers. I don't really watch that too much, but when he plays Rainbow Six, he plays like the shooters that I don't play. I think he's played Marathon. He plays like Battle Royale stuff. He plays like PUBG. And I watch it and I enjoy it. And he's a hardcore PC guy. It's fine. It's no big deal. I just watch and enjoy the show. Like, it ain't a problem. Even if they're bashing, even if they bash this or bash that, it's fine. Or if I watch Marlon Gaming Nation, I watch him. He's big, hardcore PlayStation people in the chat be bashing Nintendo. It's fine. It's okay. Or he's like, oh, I don't really play. That's fine too. Like, I don't got any problem. There's no problem. You know, people be just saying stuff too. People be saying all sorts of wild stuff that's not even true about Nintendo. It's okay. It's okay. Or they just really like PlayStation, or they just really like something else. Or if I'm watching, you know, Randall L. Thor's podcast, that's really just hardcore Xbox, right? It's okay. It's fine. It's good. I enjoy it. They talk about their Xbox stuff. I sit back and enjoy. Every now and then I might drop a super chat or something. Like, oh, what do you think about this or whatever? It's okay. No big deal. They doing their thing. They enjoy their games, man. Like, it is what it is. But like I said, once you start getting into schizo territory, then that's when I have a problem. I have a problem with schizos. That's what I have a problem with. I don't got a problem with normal people. Got a problem with schizos. Oh man, that's the thing, bro. Got a problem with schizos, not normal people, bro. Thanks for the correction on that post. I hope Square Enix will get on it. I hope so, man. We'll see. Nothing wrong with preferences as long as you're not weird about it. That's what I'm saying. Like, Ed, these people are weird about it. Like, when you've got to lie because you don't like a company, when you've got, like, listen, if it's truthful, oh, $80 Mario Kart, that's fine. Or, oh, raising the price of Switch 1, okay, that's fine too. I mean, most people that want one already got one, but okay, that's fine too. Or, you know, whatever else, right? Stuff that's factual. But like when you start making up stuff like about game key cards, like, oh, it's tied to an account. No, it's not. You're a liar. Or, oh, they removed ownership from it. No, they didn't remove ownership any more than any other thing that's out there. No, that's a lie. That's a flat out lie. You know, so it's like when people start, like I said, when PC schizos start like lying about Switch 2, that's when I'm like, okay, no, this person's he's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's a liar. You've been lying since before the Switch 2 launch, been lying. too scared to come and talk to somebody about it. Somebody that knows more than them, you know, because they don't want to look stupid in front of their big audience. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. So I'm still here though. Monday, I think I'm gonna have a open mic session Monday. So I think I'm gonna do something Monday that might trip you guys up. So we'll see. Just with another 3.
Yeah, I have talking about the Xbox ROG Ally X, and you never once said anything bad about it.
No. There's no point. I might crack a joke here and there, but I'm not gonna lie. One thing that I'm not gonna do is I'm not gonna lie about the system. Like, I'm not gonna lie about it because I personally, you know, don't want the system. You know, I mean, but if it was $300, so if anybody has an Xbox ROG Ally that they want to sell to me for $300, I'll buy it for $300 because that might be like my PC like replacement for like all my PC games that I already have. You know, so if anybody wants to sell me a $300 ROG Ally X, I mean, I'm down for that. That'd be cool. Let's see here. I thought the price of, but thank you, Justin, with another 3. Justin, upping it to 45 on the combo board. Overclocks. Let's go. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. 15 more combos. Once again, I don't think we can be able to go the full 3 hours today just because I have some stuff that I've got to do, but I'll extend it out as much as I can, man. I'll stretch it as long as I can, guys. So thank you. See if we can get 15 more combos, get to the 60 on the overclock board. Let's go. I thought the price of the games were going down. Didn't Nintendo recently have a $70 physical and $60 digital game? I thought the price of games was going down. Didn't Nintendo recently have a $70 physical and $6 digital? Yeah, the price did go down. Before, their games were 70 physical, 70 digital. Now you're getting it for 70 physical, 60 digital. So isn't that, I'm pretty sure 60 is less than 70, right, Daniel? Or am I missing something there? I feel like this is a trick question because when the Switch 2 launched, most of the games outside of Mario Kart, most of the games were 70 physical, 70 digital, right? Age of Imprisonment was 70 physical, 70 digital. It's still 70 digital. Kirby Air Riders is 70 physical, 70 digital, right? And now with Yoshi, it's 70 physical, 60 digital. And with Splatoon Raiders, it's 60 physical and 50 digital. So is this a trick question? I think this is a trick question, right? So oh, I mean, no one talks about the 60 game. Oh, okay. I mean, I talked about it, but yeah, I think it's one of those things that some people are trying to like, they don't want to bring it up because it makes their point look bad. Do you think so you do like ROG Ally for $300? Yeah. for a $300 ROG Ally X, that's like $1,000 system. Yeah, if I can get a ROG Ally X for $300, I mean, I'll deal with the stupid stuff with the system for $300. I mean, I probably still won't play it that much, but I mean, like, for $300, yeah, it's no problem. But I don't have a problem with PC handhelds existing. All I did was I just called out people that lied, and I called out websites that made articles that said that PC handhelds were taking over when they weren't. That PC handhelds are going to be a big problem for Switch 2 when they're not. I know it looks like I hate them, but no. All I'm doing is holding people accountable. Here's the thing, like I'll say this once and I'll say this again, guys. Everybody loves to talk. In this media, everybody in this media, YouTubers, content creators, social media stars, websites, everybody loves to talk, but nobody loves to be held accountable for what they say. If somebody says something and you bring up what they said, they get angry. And I've talked about this before. There's nothing wrong with holding people accountable to what they said before. And I'm not talking about holding them like because you're manipulating what they said or you didn't understand what they said. But if they said specifically that Switch 2, that PC handhelds are gonna come and they gotta face this big problem, and they talked about how expensive Switch 2 was. They talked about how expensive the system was, and talked about how PC handhelds are coming out, and oh my god, there's gonna be stronger ones. And then you don't make another article talking about the price skyrocketing on PC handhelds. The Switch 2 being obviously selling way better than them, and it having no effect on the Switch 2 market at this point. If you don't make a follow-up to that, I will continue to call you out till you do. I am not letting that one go. And the reason why I'm not letting it go is because I don't have to. because I don't have to. I'm a content creator myself. People can hold me accountable. I still got people talk about what I said 10 years ago with the Switch 1, how I was wrong. Or what I said 13 years ago with the Wii U. Just a week or two ago, I had some crazy schizo on Twitter talking about, oh yeah, you said this about the Wii U 13 years ago. Okay, yeah, I said I was wrong. I admitted that. What do you want to talk about, right? I have no problem admitting that. So you can hold me accountable for that. I will take responsibility for it. But too many times, content creators, journalists, people, they don't want to be held accountable for jack-ish. They just want to say whatever they want, and oh well if I'm wrong. No, I'm gonna say something.
But also it's not like I'm saying Xbox ROG Ally X is the best thing ever. I just think my point of view is interesting because I feel and think the same way you do about PC handhelds.
Yeah. Shout out, Justin. Thank you for the 21 on the board. We are out. You're rolling. 48 on the board too. Thank you so much, Justin. I appreciate that, fam. Yeah, I agree, bro. Let's see here. Players, come on. You can't be serious. What am I not serious about? Like, tell me, PlayStation, Xbox. I'm serious. I'm serious. People literally, there's a dude on Twitter just the other day. Dude was literally told me, you said, oh yeah, I see that you're trying to cover up the failure of the Wii U. I'm like, bro, I already said I was wrong. I said I was wrong many times, like 13 years ago or like a decade plus ago. I already said the anime videos. I already said that. Yo, what's up, Mr. J? Shout outs, bro. King. No, but I'm serious. Somebody did that. What up, OJ? Hope you're having a good start to your weekend. I am having a good start. Thank you, man. I appreciate it, fam. I got you going live. You're going to play some Pragmata. Hey, shout outs, Jonathan. Appreciate that. So, it's just weird, bro. Like I said, people get upset when you try to hold them accountable for stuff that they said in the past. The reason why I keep on putting the belt to IGN's butt and I keep on putting my foot on their neck is because they have not made a follow-up. Like I said, I know what it would be like if the Switch 2 was not selling decent. I mean, even right now with the Switch 2 selling good, they still make articles trying to make it seem as if it's not. Even with it selling good, they still make up and fabricate and twist and manipulate information to say that it's not. So imagine if it actually wasn't selling good. Like, imagine if it was selling bad like the Xbox Series was. Or imagine if it was selling like the Wii U, where Nintendo actually reported bad sales numbers. Nintendo has not reported any bad sales numbers so far. So imagine if Nintendo was actually reporting bad sales numbers. These people would be making video after video. They'd be saying, oh, see, look, I was right. IGN would be writing article after article. There'd be video after video from people left and right, up and down. Bro, don't talk to me about why are you still talking about this. I'll talk about it every single time. I'll bring it up every single time. Come stop me. Come prove me wrong. Come shut me up. I still ain't got there's not a single big content creator that was talking all that mess before the Switch 2 launched that has taken my challenge. It's just been a bunch of bumps. AI slop weirdos, robots, weirdos, little dudes, which is fine. Nothing wrong with being a little dude, but nobody with any credibility or like major clout. I still have not got any single big content creators that was talking crazy beforehand and calling me out. None of those people have taken me up after I was right about the Switch 2. They all ran away. They all too scared. So it's like, I'm going to keep talking. I'm a content creator. Y'all made money off me, clipping me in. I'm going to keep making money off you guys. I'm going to keep saying y'all were wrong. I'm going to keep doing it myself too. I'm going to keep making videos. I'm going to keep making streams. I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing right now. So, hey, y'all started it. I finished it. So, it is what it is. Shout out to 88R Sam. Thank you for the tune in tier pledge. I appreciate that. Let's go. Yeah, I still got crazy Twitter randos, bro. Like, still talking. Still quote tweeting me, still doing weirdo stuff, bro. So. Says AI slop weirdo. Yeah, weird. Weird ass AI slop robots and stuff like that. Like, just can't even say has been, never beens. I'll just say never beens, trying to be somebody, never beens. So just weirdos, bro. So it's just like mad angry as hell because they got smoked in a debate last year. So I don't know, man. It is what it is. Also detest when all format publications are obviously anti-Nintendo, pro PS, etc., while pretending to be neutral. I detest how cotton-wooled PSR. I remember when they kept silent about Insomniac. Yeah, I remember that. It is what it is. It is what it is, bruh. 4chan claiming full source code to Metal Gear Solid 2 has been leaked. Full source code to Metal Gear Solid 2 has been leaked. Okay. Cool, I guess, right? Or I don't. So what people are gonna like make they recreate the game like on different systems, right? So you can like make it on like X or make it like on GameCube or like make it on like PS Vita or something like that now with the source code, so you can port it. But no, I feel what Angel Page is saying, bro. I feel what you're saying, man. Like, it's weird. It's weird. Shout outs though. We going. Big love to Justin, man. Appreciate you, fam. 49 on the board. 11 more combos for the Noah and Mio comes flying through the skies, man. Figure Drino says thoughts on the Steam machine shipping to distributors. I think it's hilarious that they still have not announced a price. I could be wrong, but the system feels doomed. I didn't know that it was shipping to. I think I saw something about that, but I don't know if it is or not or whatever. They haven't announced the price or anything like that. Doomed in the sense of like the thing about it. Here's the thing about Valve. Here's the thing. Valve can never actually lose. Even when Valve has a failing product, it still somehow wins in their idea. People will always just morph it into something else. So Steam Deck, for example, that's a flop. Steam Deck's a flop. We all know it's a flop. It's a flop. It's a flop. They had a $400 unit. They had to get rid of that unit because it's not profitable whatsoever. They got a $550 to $650 unit. You know people are not buying that. It's a flop. It's a flop of hardware. But what is it? What do people do? What do websites do? They take it and they say, oh, the Steam Deck was an instrumental part to expand the PC library. And they say all this stuff, bruh. It sold like, what, 3 million, 4 million? It was a flop. There is nothing. There is no data that says that Steam Deck is some type of massive success. There is nothing outside of, I think Valve said we've sold millions. Okay, what was the profit margin on that? What was the sales? What was the revenue? We got nothing. If you give me nothing, I am going to assume that it is nothing, that it is a flop. I am going to assume that until I see numbers. There is nothing that says that it was successful or anything because Valve is private. They don't have to reveal anything. But based off of the leaked analytics and what we have, there is no data that shows that it's some type of big successful system. But people just took it and morphed it as into it is. Oh, because it sold more than other PC handhelds. That also flopped, you know? So when the Steam machine comes out, it's not going to sell anywhere near like Switch 2 or like PlayStation. Probably won't even sell anywhere near as good as an Xbox Series. But people will take it and say, oh, no, it's successful because it's the highest, you know, best-selling machine named Steam in the last 3 years. If you divide it by 2, and then if you compare it to a, you know, ROG Ally X, and then if you divide it by a PlayStation 1, and then you add and subtract I don't know, a Logitech G Cloud, and then Gaben's yacht is also there, so you add in the marine hours and years, and then you do all that, and then if you look at the billions that Valve makes on loot boxes or Team Fortress, oh, that's a thing, that's still a thing, Team Fortress, divide that by Team Fortress 2, and then all of a sudden it's successful. They'll bring up some type of BS formula, some type of stupid thing to say that it was successful or something, you know. We already know what they're gonna do. So whatever. Remember when the screen of Switch 2 became an issue out of nowhere just because of DF? Some people said that they saw it beforehand, and I don't know if they fixed that yet. I mean, but I guess it's really only more of an issue like on 2D screens. But yeah, they said it was kind of slow, but we'll see if Nintendo updates it. I'd like the Smash 6 to be revealed soon. I'm watching some of the old, some of your old reactions. Yeah, that'd be nice. I don't know if it's gonna be revealed soon though. But yeah, Gabe, I feel you on that one. Let's see. Why do people hate on Nintendo? Like what motivates them? There's some legitimate reasons to not be happy, but I think some of it is just schizo behavior. Most people don't care. Most gamers are just neutral or just they like Nintendo. A lot of gamers like Nintendo a lot. I would say though, like right now, who sells the most consoles? Like, actually, who's been selling the most consoles? Since the Switch 2 launched, Nobody sells more consoles per month than Nintendo. If you add in Switch 1 plus Switch 2, they sell the most. So when it comes to console sales, people like Nintendo, they buy it the most. So really it's just schizos online. But there is some legitimate things. Like there are some legitimate things like that I'm not hating that. Like, no, I'm not saying that people aren't allowed to talk about, like, let's say like $80 Mario Kart or like game key cards. Like that's okay. I'm not talking about those people. I'm talking about, like I said, schizo behavior. Like where you're like lying and acting crazy about the system for like no reason. People hate Nintendo because they secretly love their games but hate their prices and closed platform. Like I said, I think that if Nintendo made their games on other systems, people would love Nintendo. You wouldn't get the schizo behavior online like that. It'd be way less crazy, you know? It'd be way less crazy. Good point. Flopping out of stock Steam Deck tells the tale. Yeah, I mean, they can't even supply new units. So what does that tell you? It tells you that they're not selling units. So if you're not selling units, you're not selling a lot. So if you're not selling a lot, and if it's not worth it to sell, then it's not profitable. Because why would you be sitting there saying, we're not going to print more units or we're not going to put out more units for people to buy? The only reason why, if you have a sold out product and there's like literally no updates on when you're getting more, when you're shipping more, when there's going to be regular stock, you're not buying them. You're not making them. And you're not making them because it's not profitable. Why is it not profitable? Because it's too expensive to produce the unit. So no, there's more evidence that shows that Steam Deck is a flop. Once again, if a product is in high demand, it doesn't matter if the unit is initially unprofitable. You can make that up because there's going to be so many people buying the unit and so many people buying games off of Steam. You'll make it up with software sales. You'll make it up in some way. But the fact that they're not making more units or they can't get more units made or there's a problem where they're pausing it, it just shows that that it's not a super profitable unit, and there's not really anything else that we can go off of when it comes to information or data until I get. Now, once again, if Valve comes out and says we've sold this many, it's very profitable for us and shows data and lets us know, then I'll change my mind. But they haven't done that yet, you know. Amazon price match Walmart with Splatoon Raiders, so I canceled my Walmart pre-order and got it from Amazon for $25.40 with some Amazon bonuses I had. Nice. Now you can't beat that. I feel like a handheld would need to reach 10 million for me to consider it a success. 10 million is trash. Like if Nintendo only sold 10 million Switch 2s, that would be a catastrophic failure, and I'd be very worried about Nintendo's future. Absolutely not. Nintendo sold 10 million units in like a few months on Switch 2. 10 million units is not a success, at least not for everybody. Now, if you're selling, like, I don't know, like a budget handheld or something like that, then yeah, that's probably successful. Like a budget handheld, like a retro Tink or something like, or whatever those things that Bob Wolf then be playing all the time, making in his videos and all that. Like, yeah, if you're selling something like that, yeah, that's fine. But for a major system, 10 million units is not good enough. You know, the Wii U sold more than 10 million units. Like, and that was a failure. So ghosting on Switch 2's screen is not visible to the naked eye. The DF guys slowed it down the image to like 3 FPS that made the whole and made up the whole thing. I mean, they did have to slow it down, and I think that you might be able to see it like on certain games. So certain games, it might be like 2D games, it might be easier to see than hey, shout outs, Scottish Troll, appreciate you, fam. Switch will only ever get better with the DLSS, some point to the average person can't tell the difference between PS6 and a Switch 3. Well, I mean, I don't even want to talk about Switch 3 right now, Metal, forever, because the Switch 2 had such Nintendo, whatever they do for the Switch 3, man, they need to have a better rollout of information and stuff like that. I can't go through another launch like that. The amount of misinformation and problems, like, I don't want to hear anything. Like, I'm so jaded on new systems. New systems used to be exciting, like, oh, the GameCube, the Dolphin, oh, the PS2's coming, or oh, the Xbox is coming, or the 360, or the PS3, or I used to be so excited about new systems. Now that I like dread new system announcements because of all the BS with it, man. it's no longer exciting. Law of diminishing returns, which you're right about that, Metal. But it's like, I don't know, man. Like, the amount of stupidity that happens around system launches is just too much, man. So, like, I don't want to hear anything about a Switch 3 for a long time. Maybe a Switch 2 Pro, but I don't want to hear anything about a Switch 3. Old Space World shows were fun. They were. True. We waited. Yeah, we waited a long time for Switch 2, and it was just a cluster F of just nonsense. But like I said before, and like I talked to people who, you know, people who were at the Switch 2 launch in San Francisco, Nintendo invited me to San Francisco to pick up the Switch 2 and play a little early. And the thing about it, man, the craziest thing about it was, like, people were in line that were getting the Switch 2. I asked them, why are you here? Didn't you hear that it's such a bad system? It's this and that and all these negative things. They're like, no. They're like, no. He's like, and some were like, yeah, maybe, but like, I don't care. Like, oh well. Like, that's how most people were thinking. You know, because remember, before the Switch 2 launched, I know people don't like to remember this, but before the Switch 2 launched, people were saying that it was going to fail. We had the former executive for Microsoft, Mike Ybarra or whatever his name is, or saying that the Switch 2, that nobody's excited for. It's a dead launch. Nobody cares. We had people, he quote tweeted Nintendo's tweet about the launch and said nobody cares. We had guys on, you know, that tagged me that said nobody cares about it. Nobody's gonna buy it. We had people making videos saying it's gonna flop, it's gonna fail. Colin Lack, remember Colin Lack? We had people saying that it was gonna fail. We had all these people that were coming out of the woodwork, bruh. So there you go, man. I do wonder why it's no longer exciting for new consoles. Could it be the lack of games? The Switch 2 was super exciting for me because the Switch 1 was crusty as heck. So I just needed something better. The thing about it is that PS5 is not crusty as heck. I know some games might be a little crusty, like Final Fantasy VII Rebirth on the system, but that's because of how it was developed, not because of the system itself. So most games still run and play and look good on a PS5, a standard PS5. So I think standard PS5 is fine. Developers just always want more. But the law of diminishing returns, to me, it's not as exciting anymore. Like for me, going from PS3 to PS4, that was a bit more exciting. But not as, it just wasn't super exciting. Going from PS4 to PS5 was it wasn't that exciting. It wasn't really that exciting. I think the PS5 is a better system than the PS4. I think that obviously it handles a lot of games at 60 FPS and all that. So I think it's a more versatile, better system. It's got backwards compatibility. PS4 did not with PS3. So PS5 has backwards compatibility with PS4, obviously, and can, you know, stream PS3 games or whatever. So it's more versatile. I think it's a better overall system. But like, it hasn't really been super exciting for me because Sony is not, I mean, they've made good games, but yeah, like that's part of it too. Like the games have not been, like if Sony was making incredible, like what if they made like an incredible looking like Sly Cooper, like an incredible looking Jack and Daxter, and like Ratchet and Clank, and like they consistently made great, incredible looking first party games, like single player stuff, then it'd be far more exciting, but they haven't really been doing that. So for me, it's not that exciting, you know? Says the fact that Switch 2 is a handheld, it'd be great if the generations were much shorter, like 5 years, albeit smartphone philosophy. The problem with that is that we wouldn't get that many games because despite Switch 2 being a handheld, it's actually a hybrid. So it can run big console games. So the fact that it can run big console games, that means it also takes long to make some of those games. It's not going to be, oh, since it's a handheld, it's like, oh, you can make games in like 1 year. You can get Zelda in like 1 year, no problem. So handhelds used to have short generations, or it used to be that way because a handheld, it would be like a GBA, right? You're kind of thinking like a GBA or like a DS. Those games were a lot smaller. They were in 480p, not even 480p. They were like in 240p to like 200p. So it was very quick. It was a quick turnaround, you know, with games. With Switch 2, it's not like that. Even with Switch 1, it's not like that. Tears of the Kingdom took like 5-6 years to make. Games are now, even with Switch 1, with the power of Switch 1, to get like a big AAA game, you're looking at 4 or 5 years. 3 to 5 years for a Switch 1 game. 3 years if you're lucky, right? 3 years if you're lucky if it's a smaller game. But like a big AAA game from Nintendo, that's still gonna take multiple years, even with Switch, even it being a handheld. So I think MZX, like you're equating like a GBA to today's development environment, and that's not the case. So if a generation was only 5 years, we wouldn't get that many games. Like, we would barely get anything, or we would get very little, and then we'd have to already buy the next system. So it would take all generation to get games, unless Nintendo made dramatically smaller games, like to where, you know, they were just all smaller and they all took like a 1 year or 2 years to make. But I mean, even back in the day for N64, you'd have to crunch and you'd have to work like crazy just to get an N64 game out in a year or 2 years, you know? So that's just not happening with today's development environment. You're looking at 3 to 4 years for Nintendo's games, and that's, like I said, minimum. You're probably looking at 4 or 5 years for a lot of these games, you know? So Xenoblade took 5 years to make, 4 or 5 years. Xenoblade 3. So yeah, that's just not possible. Yeah, the 360 days are done, bro. 360, they used to be able to turn out games in like they would make the initial game and they'd reuse assets, and then like you could make the game in like maybe 2 or 3 years. But that's even gone, you know? like Mass Effect. Mass Effect 1 came out in 2007. I think that took them 4 years to make or so, 4 or 5 years. And then Mass Effect 2 came out in early 2010. So that took them about 2 years and some odd days to make. And then Mass Effect 3 came out in 2012. So that took them about another 2 years and some odd months. So you can't, I mean, that's just not the development environment anymore. Shout out to SK Massive. What's good, man? Some take 10 years to make like the new mainline Persona. Atlas has just been delaying on that one. I don't know if it's an actual full 10 years of development, but yeah. I think they were just trying to milk Persona 5 as long as possible with that. If they really wanted to, they could have made Persona 6 quicker, because Persona 5 came out in 2016. So like there's no reason why they couldn't have made like a sequel by 2023 like Tears of the Kingdom, right? Even like Horizon got a sequel. So Horizon Zero Dawn, then to Horizon Forbidden West, those all came out around the same time. In the US, Persona 5 came out in 2017, Horizon came out in 2017, and Breath of the Wild all came out around the same time. Horizon and Breath of the Wild got sequels. Persona 5 did not. They milked it. They re-released it, and milked it, and then made a ton of spin-offs. I mean, technically, Sony kind of did the same thing with Horizon, but they also made a sequel to Horizon. And that Horizon got its sequel in what, 2022 or 2023? So Atlas could have made a sequel to Persona or Persona 6, but they didn't want to in that time frame. They did not want to. Skyrim, I don't know if they've even started work on Skyrim. When they announce a game, that doesn't mean they're always full bore development on the game. I think Skyrim was announced, but I don't think any real hardcore development has started. So AI is here to save the day. Nah.
I want to shake your hand.
AI is not gonna cut it down that much like
Plus,
that.
if you reuse assets nowadays, you get it should have been DLC comments. Lol.
Yeah, that's true. If you reuse assets, it's just gonna be DLC comments. Thank you, Justin, for the 3. Also, flipping to the 20 and says, "Who saw these struggles coming? Who warned about bad macroeconomics, part shortages, battery bottlenecks, devs overshooting market, and games taking too long as a result? Surely not IOL, and still no direct console gaming. Direct's coming. Don't worry, that one's coming." But yes, you did. Once again, I agreed with you on that. I just disagreed with the Switch 2 flopping. I didn't think the Switch 2 was gonna flop, and based off the sales numbers so far, it's not. Nintendo's gonna hit their goals. They're gonna hit that 20 to 21 or 19 to 20 million. So I just disagree with the Switch 2 not doing well. I think Switch 2 is gonna do really well. But no, I agree with you though, flipping Switch. You were spot on, and I also talked about it as well. I talked about how there's gonna be some issues. I've talked about it multiple times, especially like with the price increases. I mean, I saw it early. We all saw it, you know. We all saw it, especially when there wasn't price drops on systems. But I'll keep it a buck. COVID ruined everything, man. COVID ruined a lot of stuff. It really did. Thank you for watching Flipping the Switch, man. There's nothing like a direct after the year end fiscal LOL, man, oh man. Hey man, look, it's gonna help boost it. It's a marathon, not a race, bro. It's a marathon, not a race. And we got Pocopia. Pocopia boosted sales like crazy. So they needed Pocopia to come out. Pocopia was that big hit that they really needed, and they got it. So for this next quarter, which is gonna be April, May, June, it's gonna finish out that June quarter really strong with that big direct. And then they're going to head into the more important actual months, which is quarter 3, and quarter 3 is the most important. That's the fall quarter. So it's going to head into that quarter where it's going to be the most important with all the new games and all that. So thank you for the big 20 though, man. I appreciate it. Flipping the Switch. Shout outs, brother. You are now the new stream ninja. Appreciate that, man. 6 to 9. Very nice. And also Justin with the 3, appreciate that as well. Let's go. 72 on the board. We are out here. I don't think we all saw it. I think a lot of people didn't see it. I remember a lot of people telling me no. I agreed with you, so I think there was other people. I think you're right that other people didn't see it. Yes, that's true, but I didn't disagree with you when it comes to like the challenges. Like, I didn't disagree. I said that you definitely could be right on a lot of things. I just said that Switch 2 is going to sell well. That's all I said. I just said Switch 2 is going to sell well. That's what I said. Because I was sure on Switch 2. I was sure on Switch 2. And look at it right now, bro. If you go on Twitter, you go on, everyone's buying Switch 2s. Like, I know you don't. Bro, I put up I talked about my daughter. She got a Switch 2, right? She got one. Bro, you got PlayStation Schizos. Most people were cool about it. But you got PlayStation Schizos in my comments talking about psychological horror. Psychological. Like, they are so upset that they constantly see people buying the Switch 2. Flipping. I know you're not on Twitter as much. But, bro, every time I go on there, it's my algorithm, too. So I'm not saying that, oh, my God, it sold like 90 million units or it's going to sell 500 billion units. I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is that my algorithm shows me, bro, I'm telling you, man, it is everywhere. People are buying Switch 2s for birthdays, for quinceañeras, for bar mitzvahs, for everything, man.
Didn't flipping the Switch say Air Riders wouldn't sell well? Lol.
That's true. You did say Air Riders was gonna flop, and that looks like that game's gonna be over 2 million units for that game. So, because you said the original barely didn't even sell 1 million, so this one's gonna not sell 1 million. You did say that, but that was a smaller point of his. But Air Riders actually did pretty good. It did a lot better than what people were thinking that it was gonna do. That is true. That is true. But hey, you can't get them all. I mean, I said Tears of the Kingdom was gonna sell more than Breath of the Wild, and that was obviously off. Air Riders only sold in Japan. It's Bomba Bins and NA. Well, we don't know the breakdown. I don't know the breakdown of NA versus there, but that wasn't your point though. Your point was that it wasn't gonna sell at all. Your point was it's not gonna sell well. It wasn't that, oh, it's only gonna sell well in Japan and not well in the US. It was the total number of sales. Like, it was just not. I don't think you said it was going to do over 1 million. I said it was going to do over 1 million. You were saying that it wasn't going to do over 1 million. It did well over 1 million. It did 1.7 million. So yeah. Let's see. Mario Tennis Fever, I think, was a flop in the first week in Japan. It didn't sell as well. I mean, Mario Tennis doesn't have any, we don't know the sales parameters. People were just comparing it to Mario, the last one, but the last Mario Tennis game was surrounded by nothing. There was no other games by it. Switch 1 had nowhere near as many games, and Mario Tennis is still in the top sales numbers for Japan, and it's still in the top eShop sales numbers. So I don't know if it's flopped yet. We're gonna get the numbers May 8th, so we're gonna see if it flopped or not. I think Nintendo should make a smaller version of Switch 2 with all the features, not a light. Similar to the new Nintendo 3DS, new Nintendo 3DS XL, same features, different sizes. They might make a Switch 2 Lite, but we gotta wait and see.
I want to shake your hand.
Goalpost. Lol.
Yeah, that's a little bit of a move of the goal. I gotta agree. I mess with my dude flipping the Switch. He's been right on a lot of things, but you did say that it was just gonna outright flop. You said it wasn't gonna sell 1 million. I'm pretty sure you were thinking it wasn't even gonna hit 1 million, regardless. In all, like, it just wasn't gonna do well. It wasn't gonna do well. So, let's see. Nintendo needs to price software accordingly. No one is impulse buying Mario Tennis at $70. I mean, nobody's gonna impulse buy Mario Tennis at $60. You know what I'm saying? Nobody impulse buys at that. So we need to wait and see the actual sales numbers. A lot of you guys are just getting your information from the first week of sales data from Japan, and then they never followed up on that. We don't have the actual full sales numbers, so let's wait till we actually get them before we start saying no one's gonna buy this, no one's gonna buy that. People said no one's gonna buy Kirby Air Riders at $70, which is, by the way, a lower profile game than Mario Tennis, and that sold well more. That sold well more than 1 million units. So, I mean, if Kirby Air Riders can sell 1 million plus units, I'm pretty sure Mario Tennis can sell that much. Not saying that I wouldn't want it to be cheaper. Sure, it could be. But before we start saying that it's not going to sell this, that it flopped, that it did all this, let's wait. Let's get the actual sales numbers. Let's stop going off of 1 week in Japan, and only 1 week in Japan when comparing it to Mario Tennis Aces. And once again, people stopped counting the sales numbers after that because it continued to sell. It's still in the top sales numbers, and it's still in the top eShop sales. So let's wait till we actually get the numbers before we start saying that it flopped, that it didn't do well, because games don't just sell for 1 week. That's silly. That's all I'm trying to say. So many good games coming on Switch 2 at launch. I'm going to have to start panhandling for games, bruh. So yeah. This is fair enough, but I doubt it. Bro, nobody's impulse buying anything at $60. $60 is not an impulse buy. Nobody's gonna impulse buy Mario Tennis. People didn't impulse buy Mario Tennis Aces at 60. Mario Tennis Aces did what, 4 million, 4.5 million in its entire life. Nintendo Switch Sports and other games sold better than Mario Tennis Aces is not a high selling game. I think some of you guys think that Mario Tennis sells a lot. It doesn't. It's not a massive selling. That's the best selling Mario Tennis game in the history of Mario Tennis. Is Mario Tennis Aces at 4.5 million. That's the best selling one. They don't sell 10 million units, and I think you guys, some of you guys here and content creators, you guys think Mario Tennis is some type of massive seller. It's not. Nintendo Switch Sports absolutely destroyed it in sales, and many other Switch 1 games have absolutely cooked Mario Tennis, and Mario sports games in general are never massive sellers. The Wii sports games, Nintendo's experimental fitness games have all crushed Mario sports games in sales. So I don't know where this sales stuff is coming up as if Mario's sports games were some type of massive sellers. They're just okay. They sell a few million here or there. That's it. Like that's it. So I don't know where you guys are getting this Mario Tennis is supposed to sell like crazy. It doesn't. It's all right. It's okay. Mario sports games sell okay, but they're not massive 10 million plus sellers on any system. When they were $50, when they were $40, when they were $30 on the DS, Mario 3-on-3 hoops. It doesn't matter the price they're at. They've never been massive sellers. They were selling Mario Toadstool's Tour for $20. People didn't buy that crap like that. That wasn't even an impulse buy at $20 Player's Choice on the GameCube. You can get a bargain bin Mario Tennis on the Wii. People weren't buying that. Y'all acting weird for no reason. Some of y'all acting weird as hell for no reason. Like acting like Mario Sports is some type of massive franchise. Like it's selling like Mario 3, like Mario Odyssey or something like that. Holy smokes, y'all be capping on YouTuber juice. Y'all, I get it. It should be cheaper. Don't get me wrong. I wish it was 60 or 50 or whatever. Just give the game away for free. How about we just do that? Make it $5. It should be nothing. It should be $1. How about that? It would sell like crazy. Sure. But goddamn, bruh, it is not. Mario sports games do not sell like that. And people online be acting like they do. They do not. I'm sorry, man. I'm tired of people bringing it up as if it's some type of 10 million plus seller. Since when? Weird, bruh. Daniel with the 2 says, you think we get a P1, P2 remakes after P6 releases? I don't know. I don't know about all that. I don't think so. I don't think so. But we'll see. We'll see. I don't know if Atlas wants to go back to those. I don't know if they do. What's up, Juice? WSJ, GameStop preparing offer for eBay. GameStop preparing offer for eBay. So so eBay's gonna buy GameStop. So then they're just gonna incorporate it in. Is that what you're saying that they're gonna do? Yeah, well, I mean, their demise was gonna come somehow. The other way around. GameStop's gonna buy eBay? Where the hell they get the money for eBay? GameStop's gonna buy eBay? Okay, I gotta wait. I wanna wait and see that. Let's see if that actually goes through. GameStop buying eBay? Let's see if that actually is gonna go through. GameStop buying. How's that gonna work? GameStop preparing offer for eBay. They're preparing an offer for eBay. They want to get all those. They want to get all that money from people selling all sorts of stuff and incorporate that into their business with used game sales, because they know that they're getting cooked on used game sales by eBay. Hey, if we buy them, we can just buy out the competition. All those years of screwing gamers over, they got a reserve. They got a big reserve of money. Like, all right, well, this is our last hurrah. Let's go ahead and let's try to see if we can throw it out there. Let's see it. Legit, though, as much crap as I have given this arrogant Switch to Nintendo, Sony making them look like saints, MS still has yet to matter. Shoutouts. I don't know, man. I guess I'm seeing it a little bit differently. I'm not really seeing them as, at least not recently. I mean, Splatoon Raiders, $50 for Splatoon Raiders, $60. That doesn't seem arrogant to me. No price increase yet on Switch 2. I can see how there were some things that might be arrogant, but I don't know. I don't see it as much as that right now, but I can see why some would probably see it that way though. But I'm not sure if I'm seeing it really too arrogant yet. I think that they're just trying to do their best. Honestly, I think every company is trying to do their best. They don't always hit the mark, but I think Nintendo's trying to do what they can to make sure that they don't have layoffs, that they, you know, supply, that they have actual good performance for their investors, that they try to do what's best. You know, they can't not charge anything for games, but they try to do like, hey, we can maybe charge a little bit less for digital. I think they're all trying. Not saying that Nintendo's perfect. They definitely made some mistakes along the way. Definitely plenty of mistakes for sure. But I don't know. I'm not seeing it as arrogance. I'm just seeing it as trying to run a multi-billion-dollar business and not do the things that other multi-billion-dollar businesses do to keep profits up. So like letting go of people and all things like that, right? So there's going to be some things that people don't like that they do because they have to try to keep other things sacred, you know, which once again, which can be critiqued and criticized, and that's fair, you know? There are some decisions that are arrogant, like lawsuits. Well, that's subjective. I mean, I don't think everyone can say they're arrogant because you do a lawsuit. I mean, I don't think that's arrogance. That's just them doing a lawsuit. Lots of companies do lawsuits. I don't think that's arrogant. Valve does lawsuits too. Is Valve arrogant? No, not really. So if you don't like the lawsuit, that's fine, but it's subjective. I don't think that that's, oh, they do a lawsuit, that means they're arrogant. No. That just means that they did what they wanted to do. They just did a lawsuit, like other companies do lawsuits.
Great afternoon, OJ. Hopefully all is well with Cha. We're gonna shoot for a limit break tonight, haha.
Yo, let's go.
Laughing face.
Let's
well,
go.
Almost done with getting the animations done. But that's crazy, we missed the deadline for the Star Fox game.
Yeah.
Music request F-Zero GX any track.
Shoutouts. Thank you for the combo break, man. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Valve has done lawsuits too. They're in a lawsuit right now. A lawsuit doesn't equal, see, this is where you're wrong, Felipe, and I'm gonna get your music right now in F-Zero. This is where you're wrong. A lawsuit doesn't equal arrogant. That doesn't equal that is a false equivalence, Felipe. There's no scenario that you're right here. Just because you file a lawsuit doesn't mean you're arrogant. That's the dumbest thing that I've ever heard. So if I came and I smacked you across the face with a pipe in your face and you sued me and you did a lawsuit, does that mean you're arrogant? Arrogant, right? Or arrogant. So a lawsuit doesn't equal arrogant. Now you can agree or disagree with the lawsuit, but just saying lawsuits means arrogance. No, that's false. If I smacked you across the face with the pipe and you decided to sue me, that doesn't mean you're arrogant, you know? So, no. Let's see here. If you own a company and you'd eventually get in a lawsuit, they go hand in hand with business. Yeah, pretty much all of them do. At $59.99, I will impulse buy Mario Tennis. Did you impulse buy Mario Tennis Aces? But it has to be $59.99. What about tax on there? What about tax? Shout out to Vatset, man. Thank you for the big 20, brother. I appreciate it. Let me get some F-Zero music for you. F-Zero music. I mean, if the lawsuit is a lawsuit, which I disagree, SOE lawsuits are fair. If a lawsuit is a lawsuit, which I disagree, what does that even mean, bruh? Okay, I'm just gonna take it up as Felipe being weird. I'm just gonna take it. If a lawsuit is a lawsuit, which I disagree, what does? Yes, a lawsuit is a lawsuit. What I'm saying is that a lawsuit doesn't mean you're arrogant. That doesn't equal that. There are good reasons sometimes for a lawsuit. If a company steals your idea or steals what you did, there's a lawsuit. There's nothing wrong with that. You know? There's nothing wrong with that. Not saying I agree with every single lawsuit, but what I'm saying is that a lawsuit does not equal arrogance. That's what I'm saying. Let's see here. Deported to Sling with the $2 donut says no tax. That's where I draw the line. Okay. Oh my gosh, yo, Varkster! Bruh! Where'd this big red come from? Yo, the big blue? Mute City? Well, this is Mute City, it's not big blue, but we got the big red! Varkster with the big 200 Aussie. Deported to Sling coming in with the 2. Varkster coming with the 200 Aussie dollars?
Oh my god! Jim Ross! Oh my god! Slobber knocker!
Varkster with the slobber knocker. Bruh. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Varkster, you are freaking goated, man. I'm sorry that I'm not going to be able to stream much longer. I just got started, but I got some stuff that I got to do. Oh my goodness, Varkster, that is a lot, brother, that you just donated. I just did the thing. That is a lot. That is 144. Holy smokes, dude. Thank you so much. Varkster, real quick, get some music. Get some music that I can play before we have to go off the air. Varkster, you said combo breaker. You got a combo breaker. Thank you so much, Varkster. You are goated like always. Let me know when you want that. Let's set up that what's it called? That Warframe stream, Varkster. Let's set that up. DM me when you have time. When you know that you have time and we can set it up for that Warframe stream. We got to get that set up, brother. I appreciate you like always. So we got to get that set up. Laws pertaining to intellectual properties are meant to be objective. Where's the arrogance when companies want to protect their brand? That's what I'm saying. Like, all I'm saying though is that lawsuits don't equal arrogance. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying that you can't disagree with some lawsuits. I disagree with the Power World lawsuit. I don't think Nintendo should have sued them. What I'm saying is that just because you file a lawsuit doesn't mean you're arrogant. That doesn't mean that. Because it can be a rightful lawsuit. It can be a rightful one. It can be like, hey, look, this person actually legitimately did something. It can be a big business that took from a small business or took from someone. There's been times, for example, like the guy who created the Super Soaker. They sat there, tried to steal this man's money. And he was like, wait a minute, I created that. I'm going to file a lawsuit. You know? There's been all sorts of lawsuits where big companies try to steal from little companies and vice versa, right? And like I said, not all of it is just and correct. You don't got to agree with everything. But at the end of the day, that doesn't mean it's wrong or that they're not entitled to do it. you got to have some form of, like I said, objective law with IP and things like that. You got to have something. You can't just let people run buckshot, you know? So, so it's a slobber knocker. Let's see here. Nintendo set the precedent that you have to defend your IPs or you could lose them. See Universal versus Nintendo. Yeah. But I think just in general, if you allow, I mean, like, for example, Take-Two, they really defend their IP. Like Grand Theft Auto, you gotta be very careful with Grand Theft Auto. You gotta be very, very, very careful with Grand Theft Auto. If you do anything like outside of what they already sanctioned for Grand Theft Auto, Take-Two, Rockstar, they'll come after you legally, you know, which has been well documented. Valve has sent DMCAs for certain things. It doesn't get talked about in the news because people love Valve, so they just, some websites, but just look up Valve DMCA. Valve DMCA this or Valve DMCA that. You'll see it. Which is not a lawsuit, but it's like obviously legal action. I'll look it up for you guys. So, they've done that before. They've sent out DMCAs, you know? So if you Google search it, you'll see it. You better have, it's a law. You have to, or you lose it. Yeah, I guess like what Flipping the Switch is saying, he's saying that if you don't protect your IP whenever something comes up, you could, if you allow it, that means you set a legal precedent that other companies can do the same thing. And they can also borrow from it and borrow from it. And since you allowed it before, legally, hey, you allowed it that time and you allowed it that time, why not this time? So I think that's what he's talking about there.
I want to shake your hand.
You know?
I want to shake your hand.
It's amazing how much thick skin you get when you get older. A 20-something-year called me a slur from their big truck and laughed driving away. It didn't faze me at all. Lol.
A slur? Like, sorry, Justin, a slur, excuse me? So I'm guessing he said, like the F word, right? That's what I'm guessing he said to you. He called you the F word that ends in a T? Because he's not going to call you the slurs that I would get called. So, I'm guessing he called you that. But yeah, I've had thick skin. I mean, when you get old, it doesn't really matter anymore. Yeah, you can, Varkster, you can email me in that same email thread. So we can set up something. We can set up something, Varkster. Thank you so much for your support, like always, though, man. I appreciate it. You guys give me 1 second, man. I'll be right back, okay? We might have to end the stream. I just got to go check on something real quick with my wife. Just give me 1 second. Okay, so we've got about 5 minutes, guys. So we can end the stream on talking about this IP or copyright thing. How about that? It's Universal versus Nintendo. It was their defense against King Kong. It's now the precedent. Yeah, I did learn about that. So I think Flipping the Switch is right. I did hear about that one. My problem with patents, I feel like game mechanics should not be patented because it can kill the use of features. I agree, but there are all sorts of game patents.
Lol, I didn't know people still did that. Lol, rolling on the floor laughing.
Yeah, he probably just saw that you're skinny, so he just decided to be a douchebag. It was probably somebody young and just decided to be a douchebag. Yeah, just don't worry about it. And it's not like, I mean, dude, you're married, so it's like it doesn't even really matter anyway. It's just a freaking idiot being an idiot, you know? So yeah. But yeah, I agree. I agree that I don't like gameplay patents, but all sorts of companies have all sorts of gameplay patents and camera systems. For example, Sega has a camera system that's like a basic camera system patent. Like the same camera system that Mario 64 uses, Sega has a patent for that. And that's just a basic rotating camera in a 3D world. Sega has a patent. Nintendo had to hope and beg and pray that Sega didn't sue them. This is facts, by the way. That Sega didn't sue them for that patent. You know? And they didn't. But they could have. They probably could have won. So, also, I mean, Sony has patents for certain ways of, when it comes to, like, help or interfaces. There's all sorts of gameplay ideas and cameras and system patents out there. Whether you act on it or not, that's a whole nother thing. You know, but there are gameplay and, like, camera and tutorial and certain things that we'd be like, wait a minute, that's patented? Like, yeah, that's patented if you look into it. Now, and obviously, Nintendo has a lot of publicity because of Power World, right? And that patent. But there's definitely a lot of other ones out there, too. Now, patents, you don't have to defend patents. IPs are a little bit different. Patents, you don't have to, you can let those be. I personally feel Nintendo should have just let the Power World thing be. But I think the problem, though, the only issue that I would say that is that Power World, not only did they do, you know, the same mechanics or the same, but they did Pokeballs. They did Pokeballs, and then they did Pokemon or Pals that looked incredibly similar to Pokemon. So when you're doing Pokeballs, you're doing Pokemon or Pals that look incredibly similar, you know, the games are different. That's why I feel that they should have left it alone. But I mean, if you leave that, then all of a sudden they start doing things that are more like Pokemon, where they get like, oh, we can start doing the gym leaders like Pokemon. We start doing badges like Pokemon. We start setting it all up. Like, I think that's really what they did. Even if they lose the lawsuit, they got Power World to start changing a bunch of things. They got rid of the spears, right? I think they got rid of that. They got rid of a bunch of things that was like Pokemon. I don't like it personally, but I think that they were thinking, wait a minute, you guys are doing way too many things similar. Now, we're not going to sue you on it being similar because we can't win on that. But we are going to tell you, it was like a brake check. It was like a fat brake check, like slow your roll. You guys are doing things way too similar to what we're doing. You know, like I said, Pokeballs and Pokemon that looked the same, like that looked very similar. So I think that's what it was. Once again, I think they should have just left it, but hey, you know, I'm not them. I think if Nintendo would have left, they would have started shaping the game just like Pokemon, where you have gym leaders, you have gym badges. Because like you can see, it was in the bones of the game. Like you can see that you go to certain places that are basically like a gym battle, right? So they didn't have badges and all that. They didn't have people talking, but it looks like they were gonna do it like that. It looks like they were setting up to make the game just like Pokemon, but with, you know, guns and human combat and things like that as well. So that's what I think was happening. That's what I think. Like I said, that's what I think. It looked to be that way. So I think Nintendo would hit him with a brake check like, hey, slow your roll. Stop doing all that. And once again, they did change a bunch of stuff in the game from that. Now, like I said, is Nintendo going to win the lawsuit? I don't know. Probably not. But I think it got Power World to really think about what they're going to do going forward and not do it like Pokemon. Like, if you're going to do something, you can do whatever you want, but don't make it like Pokemon, like when it comes to certain aspects. So, I don't know. But once again, I wish that they didn't do it. I wish they just would have left them. Why is Pixelmon allowed to exist? I think it got taken down. I don't know if that's going to happen anymore. Have you ever played Power World? I have. I put like 30 plus hours into Power World. let's see here. 6-7. Yo, shout out to the 6-7 jewels. Let's go. Thank you for the 6-7 jewels, Daniel. Too many people care about Power World. It's an unexceptional flavor of the month game. People don't even really care about it anymore. It's just some people do, but most people don't. So says that's a great point, player. Since you have changed 2 nights coursage of the lawsuit. Well, yeah, I mean, like I said, I think it's really just a break check. It's just a fat break check. I think that Nintendo kind of knows that they might not win, but I don't think that was the point. The point was to scare the living daylights out of them, because once again, they were like, Sony started getting involved, and then Sony started saying, oh, well, now we're going to get partner up. So it looks like they were going to try to infuse money into it and make it into like a TCG or make it into whatever, which is, once again, that's fine if they wanted to do that. But I think they would have started doing gyms, and they would have started making it like, because like I said, the Pokeballs, the pals were looking way too similar. There was a lot of things that were very similar. And like I said, they had the bones already set up for it to be just like Pokemon, with gyms and badges and all that. So I think really what they were trying to do is stop all that before it got started, especially when Sony got involved, you know, when Sony started to get involved. So yeah, like I said, I don't agree with everything, but you know, like I said, that's just my analysis of it. But yeah, I think they started because of the designs, then tried a different approach. They weren't gonna win based off the designs. I don't think they could prove that they ripped off the designs, even though the designs are a rip-off. But you can't prove it, and there's enough legal precedent to say, well, wait a minute, there's other games that have designs that look similar too, and you guys didn't sue them. So I think, so really what they came after, to me, what it was that, yes, they started looking at it because of the designs, but I think really what they started looking at was, I think it was like the Pokeballs. I think it was the Pokeballs along with the mechanics. It's like, not only do you catch them the exact same way, and you use Pokeballs, essentially. I think that's what it was that got them to really say, okay, we're going to do this. Like, hey, we got a patent on the mechanic here, and you're using Pokeballs. Okay, we got something here. Because they weren't going to win. It wasn't even make it to trial. It was going to be thrown out. They simply just go off of the look. I don't think there was anything illegal with the look. Was it a rip-off of it? Sure. But I don't think they were going to win on that, you know? I like how OJ is politically explaining a rip-off. I mean, but listen. Yes, I think that they ripped off the designs. Yes. But I'm just saying, legally, I don't think they can prove in court, like, oh, they infringed on our IP. So what I'm saying is that Nintendo had to go a separate route, right? Do I think that they ripped off the game? Of course they ripped off the game. The guy that, I think the lead guy that did it used to work at Nintendo too as well. So it's like, yes, they ripped off the game. But what I'm saying is that there's lots of rip-offs of games. That's fine. You can rip off a game. That's not illegal. Ripping off a game is not illegal. There's lots of games that are shaped off of other games. You know, Nintendo shaped games off of other games too. But, like I said, they flew too close to the sun. They flew way too close to the sun. Started getting involved with Sony. Started saying that we're going to expand to multimedia. Started talking about, you got Pokeballs. Started doing, like, you know, having designs that are very similar. That's when Nintendo's like, okay, we got to catch. Nintendo's just looking. They're desperate. They're trying to get them on something. Like, we can get them on this. We can get them on this. This is what we can get them on. We can get them on this. So, like I said, whether they win or not, I don't think that was the, you know, that, what's the Joker meme? It's like, it's about sending a message. Is that the Joker meme? I forgot what it's called. The Joker meme, I think it's sending a message. Yeah, the sending the message gift. It's not about money. It's about sending a message. So I think that's what they were trying to do. It's sending a message like, no, you're not going to sit there, make Pokeballs, make designs similar, do all this, set up gym badges and leaders and gym. Nah, you ain't going to do all that, fam. We're going to check you right now. We're going to check yourself before you wreck yourself. That's what I think they were saying. Essentially, Nintendo was doing that. And I don't think Power World, like, Pocket Pair, they're not going to do all that now. I think that even if they win this lawsuit, which they probably will, they're not going to make it like Pokemon. They're going to try to do everything different. You know, because they don't want to go back, because this is costing them a lot of money. Nintendo has infinite money. Pocket Pair does not, you know? So, they're kind of getting muscled. You know, they're gonna get out muscled. They don't want to be another lengthy legal battle. You know. The funny thing is that Pocket Pair's game library consists of rip-offs of popular games, but everyone like to ignore that. I mean, once again, it's okay to make a rip-off. Like, you know, I hear what Juice Man Bomb was saying though. Digimon never really got... Digimon and Pokemon are... I don't ever confuse a Digimon for a Pokemon. Like, whenever I look at Digimon designs, I never say, oh, that's like this Pokemon. I've never done... And I've seen Digimon. I've seen a lot of Digimon. Like, I didn't watch the show, like, a lot, but I've seen a lot of it. And I wasn't like, oh my god, like, whenever I see the games or anything, I was never like, oh my god, that looks like Pokemon. I never did that. Not a single time. And I've never heard anybody else do that. Nobody's ever said, oh man, that looks like Pokemon. Like, not a single time. There's never been a time anybody says that. Yes, there was the battle between Pokemon and which one's better, but they looked very distinct. The Pokemon and Digimon look very distinct. Power World has too many pals that look too similar to Pokemon. So, I think that's the difference between Digimon, and Digimon doesn't use Pokeballs. They don't use Pokeballs. So, I think that's the difference between, like, Digimon and Power World. You know? No, I just like how you explain it. Okay, shoutouts, Juice. In my best Alfred accent, some people want to watch the world burn, Bruce. Yeah. Digimon anime is way superior, and that's fine. I don't care what anime you like more. That's not my point, you know? Like, that's not the point of what I was saying. It doesn't matter what you like more. That's irrelevant. But I feel you. But all right, guys. We're going to have to wrap it up here. I know we're in a juicy conversation. I tried to extend it as far as I could, about an hour or 2 hours and 30. Big love. Thank you for the 10 jewels. Shoutouts. It doesn't pop up in my recent events, though. The jewels and all that. That doesn't pop up. But thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you for the Daniel sending the 10 jewels. I did not have a video, so I can't direct you guys to the video that I made recently, but I had a video yesterday that a lot of you guys probably missed. So check out my video on Dragon Quest 12 potentially getting revealed at a Nintendo Direct in a Switch 2 to a Switch 2 near you. Thank you so much though, guys. I appreciate your support today. Shoutouts to Vargster. Oh my gosh, I know time flies, man. 2 hours and 30 minutes just went by like crazy. Shoutouts to Vargster with the big, and I didn't do this real quick, combo breaks, and of course the massive JOJO. Shoutouts, guys. Shoutouts, Gambit. Appreciate you, fam. Thanks for coming out to the stream like always. You're always dropping by. You know, I know you haven't been here for a while, but now you drop by again. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Let's go. So I appreciate you guys coming out to the stream, man. Yeah, they got jewels now. Like TikTok and like Twitch, it's like bits. It's the same thing, but it's called jewels. So I appreciate you guys dropping the jewels. We had some people drop some jewels. I think Jorge, my man George, he dropped like 600 jewels. We call them core crystals over on Twitch. So the core crystal, YouTube core crystals, YouTube jewels. Let's go. So thank you, man. I appreciate that, guys. Thank you for the support, man. Thank you guys for being awesome. Shout outs to Gabe. Thank you, Vargster. Vargster, email me. We're gonna set up the Warframe stream. But thank you to everybody that dropped donos today. Shout out to Flipping the Switch coming through. Flipping the Switch, we gotta talk, man. We gotta get you back on the stream at some point. Love you guys so much, man. You guys are goated. Thank you guys for the support, like always. A lot of you guys donated today, so I really, really appreciate that. Justin, Shot X, a lot of you guys were out here. Vargster, thank you guys so much, man. You guys were awesome today. 247 combos, so let's go ahead and let's go further beyond for that one. But all right, guys, love y'all so much. I'm probably gonna work on a video tonight, so if you're gonna be up late or early in the morning, I'll probably have a video. I'll have a video for you guys tonight, so we'll talk about something. So, all right, guys, love y'all, man. Thank you guys so much for coming out to the stream. Drop by tonight. I don't think I have to do a little bit of babysitting tonight, so I don't think I'll be able to talk tonight because my wife, she's got stuff that she has to do. So I don't know if I'll be able to drop by tonight, but I'm gonna DM you though. I'll DM you. We get something together. All right, we'll get something set up. So, all right, guys, love y'all. You guys are the goats. You guys have a good one. Peace out. See you guys.